Studios.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine, Googans, go time on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday as we get you up and rolling here. Plenty of news percolating, press conferences have my top of mind attention as we get started today. More from Gainesville and Baton Rouge and really all dotted all across college football in the landscape yesterday. New college coaches trying to take their programs to places that they need to go. And look, we'll start in Gainesville. And for what it's worth, he won the press conference, right? I mean, it's your first chance to make a first impression. And Florida got themselves a football coach. Now, whether or not he ends up, with that same sort of success as like a Kirby Smart or a Dan Lanning or that type, that's kind of the vibe he gets. He's no nonsense. He's up for the job. He stopped short of Kurt Signetti and said, "I win, Google me." But he said as much, "I'm a winner," and assured Gator Nation of this. He's not naive. He knows the narrative. He knows where he comes from. He knows who Gator Nation wanted. He knows the guy who preceded him also came from Group of Five in the state of Louisiana. And as far as Jon Sumrall is concerned, you can throw it all out the window.
The standard here is championships. That's why I came. I'm built for this job. I was made for this job. Winners win. I'm a winner. We're going to win.
What? That's how you win a press conference. Don't beat around the bush. And he went on to say, "Man, I don't know about these plans, 8-year plans. Do we have a long-term vision? You bet. I want to win right now. I want to win next year. We want to win games now." That's what Gator Nation wants. It's what a Florida fan needs to learn to expect again. And it's what Jon Sumrall is promising right out of the gates. All right, the reaction on the recruiting trail has been pretty solid to this point. We have an official signing day tomorrow. Only one member of Florida's 13th ranked class has decommitted since Billy Napier was fired. There have been a number of them that have recommitted, repledged. Here's Sumrall yesterday. So first there's that. A decent recruiting class is so far still in place. Said job one, though, is getting the good players that he has to stick around, right? There's talent there. He's watched. He knows. Look, this guy, here's the one thing. I don't get Billy Napier vibes at all, by the way. I can't go by press conference alone or by career track. Those things can help. We're not going to know what Jon Sumrall is and whether this whole vibe works for another 2 or 3 years. But there are a lot of people who know a lot about college football that say that this dude is the next thing and that you may very well look up in 5 years and be glad you have Sumrall and did not get Kiffin. Now, that's Gator spin. I get it. We'll have Chris Doering today. Can talk to him about Jon Sumrall. Lots of experience around the SEC. He played at Kentucky. He coached at Kentucky. He coached at Ole Miss. He went from a coordinator job at, I believe, Kentucky to a head coaching job at Troy. Stayed 2 years, won the conference both years, went to Tulane. He's been 2 years. He's in the conference championship game for the second year. On the verge of a playoff berth. Doing it, by the way, look, it's lower level. It's a participation award trophy. Tulane doesn't belong in the 12-team tournament. They just don't. Neither does James Madison or that level of football. They just don't get tested week in and week out like even the most meager of big-time conference schedules put in front of you. But that being said, I read this note. It's interesting. Jon Sumrall, in his history at Tulane, and which has been 10-win seasons and conference championships at that level, he's never had better than the 64th recruiting class. So you like to hope with the same design and focus and intensity and plan that with better players will come better results. He wants it. He knows what it's about. Both Spurrier and Urban, I saw Danny Werfel highly recommending. Urban's been in contact with him for months. He's a get after you, aggressive coach. I think he's going to make a splash with the offensive coordinator hire. And again, it's just a press conference, but so far 1-0. I think he won the press conference yesterday. I'm not going to get all silly with, what it means. I do know this. I heard from Gator fans before that were just, moaning sideways about losing out, quote unquote, on Kiffin and the black eye that you get when you, quote, settle, who see the press conference and have texted, I take it all back. So for now, he'll have Gator Nation behind him. He knows the expectations. He knows you can't go out in year one and be 6-6. It doesn't seem like at all he finds any security in any sort of plan that's beyond this Saturday where we better go kick some A. That seems to be the mentality. And so with that, the Jon Sumrall era is underway. We do have more from his opening day presser. I'll share that with you coming up this hour. Meanwhile, our Jaguars, kind of a little quiet time here. For the most part, you get yesterday off when you perform like you have with back-to-back road wins. That turns into a Tuesday built-in off day, so it's back on field tomorrow when the game plan gets installed and you really focus in on the Indianapolis Colts. We get our first inclinations on what that injury report is going to say. They get to just kind of hold the cards close to the vest here for these couple of 3 days on guys like Parker Washington, on the developing, situation with Trayvon Walker. That's 2 games in a row with Eric Armstead, who mysteriously appeared on the injury report. Will he be able to return? Colts don't mess around running the football. This ain't the Titans and some overmatched offensive line and Tony Pollard and Tyjae Spears. This is the Colts, one of the best rushing offenses in the league, with a cat named Jonathan Taylor. You've heard of him. So there's that. So we'll watch for the injury report and more timely updates. Again, we remind you we're going to be out at the dailies on Thursday, but you can wait till then and enjoy our fine on-location broadcast. But I tell you, so you swing by there. It's the dailies on San Jose, just north of Marbon, and get a registration form in, man. Snooze, you lose. 2 10-packs to Sunday's game.
2 of them things.
$200, by the way, to each winner to spend there in Daly's cash. Get your tailgate all set up. And so what an awesome opportunity. Those things have been full moving along. And now that we get to the home stretch and we're playing more than meaningful football for the division lead, it is a prize, thanks to our partners and our friends there at the Daly's Dash. And meanwhile, anywhere around town, get you some of those piled high biscuits. All right, back to the Jags, though, at home this weekend. As I said, not a whole lot to develop between Sunday's win and really tomorrow's press conferences and injury reports. But Liam Cohen does meet the media on Monday after he's had a day to, kind of digest how the game went. This one felt cleaner because you built the lead. Your mistakes, your penalties, and there were no turnovers, but the penalties didn't cost you like they can in closer games. But make no mistakes, it was far from a clean game. They had 13 penalties. Isn't that the number? So we were back on that penalty train, thankfully. And part of it was because the passing offense in particular got rolling. The offensive line has been beaten up and battered. It's to the point that Cole Van Landen started the game at right guard. Walker Little got hurt. He had to move out to left tackle. Wyatt Milam stepped in. It's just been a revolving door there on that offensive line. And Liam Cohen, quite frankly, even with a 25-3 win, I'm not sure the Jags barely got 300 yards in total offense if they did. They may have been just short of 300 yards. And look, Cohen's pointing to the dudes up front. Says even 25-3, they didn't play good enough.
We didn't play great up front. We played okay. They have some good players on their front that make it very challenging. We need to play better up front for us to continue to move forward as a team. But again, like Cole stepping in multiple different roles, being the Swiss Army knife that he's been for us has been really helpful. And then Wyatt just continuing to grow. I'm sure he would like to have some plays back, and just like anybody else, but to get him meaningful reps in a division game is very important, and he needs as many reps as we can get at this point.
A fair point. There was some news yesterday. Austin Trammell was cut. Man, when you're on the border right like that, right, when you're flickering on the edge of the roster, you can't drop that pass, man. If that pass mattered, if it was a close game, he just lost the game. I mean, it was a beautifully designed. That one probably stung more because as a coach, you like to draw them up and think of it going as perfectly as it can. We saw that on the Brenton Strange touchdown, and that kind of deepish ball to Trammell there in the fourth quarter was a perfect play call. It was wide open. It was perfect placement from Trevor, who had a good day, I thought, throwing the football, and Trammell dropped it, and they dropped him off the roster. But I guess maybe something we can draw into that. Perhaps that would indicate, E.T., that Parker Washington they're not as concerned about?
Yeah, it makes sense because with Trammell, he already know the offense a little bit. And, how our wide receiver room is, Parker will be just fine.
You would think so. You would think so. So there was that. More Jags talk as we move along. We got Chris Doering in the Doering Report today, so he can comment on the next in line. Searching for success in Gainesville, success that has eluded since Urban Meyer pulled stakes and left now 15 years ago. So, all right. We're up and at 'em. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Thanks for being on board with us. 641-1010. That's the text line. Design by Lifetime Enclosures. I'll take a quick glance at that for the first time this morning, and we will continue along with percolating storylines, especially in football. It was a big day in college ball yesterday. I got some thoughts on coaches and where they've landed, and one in particular in Baton Rouge and some of what was said at their press conference yesterday. Also, more from Jon Sumrall. I think if you're a Gator fan, the more you hear, the more you're going to like. That's all got to translate. But it sure beats, Sleepy coming to town 4 years ago. I will say this, E.T. If Jon Sumrall and Billy Napier got into a little tiff at the honky tonk, my new coach is going to beat my old coach's ass.
I believe so.
There's something to be said for that in the dog-eat-dog world of football. I mean, listen, I'll just go archaic and barbaric about it. We got a tougher-minded, demanding, standard, demanding football coach. Well, we'll see. Job one, keep the core of what you got. Job two, as best as you can, and so far so good, keep the recruiting class intact, and we'll just kind of, progress report as we go along. Anyway, up and at 'em, Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. A great season often depends on keeping your best players on the field.
Let me know if he's ever going to play football again, or do I need to find me another wide receiver?
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update.
Jacksonville.
Come on, you can't play without me.
On 1010XL.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months, but this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it.
Grip it?
And rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
There's a key that opens a very special door. The Jaguars locker room. Go in the locker room with Hayes Carline to get closer to the Jags. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi are on a mission to sell 2,000 vehicles this December. I've instructed my team to take every reasonable offer. We won't lose your business over price. Thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs priced to move. Get year-end savings, top dollar for your trade, and the easiest car buying experience ever. But hurry, these deals end when we hit 2,000, and we ain't leaving nothing on the table. Make it a December to remember, only at Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
I'm Elizabeth Graham, Army veteran and owner of Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra, West Jacksonville. Veterans caring for veterans, that's where the true understanding begins. Our nurse-led team brings skilled nursing, personal care, and companionship to veterans, seniors, adults, and children right in your home. From daily tasks to advanced care, we help your loved ones stay independent and comfortable at home. Call us anytime at 904-709-4446. Bright Star Care, a higher standard.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
I've probably heard that said like 100 times, from players in games, so whatever.
I've heard players say hundreds of things, whatever. That's head coach Liam Cohen on his Stone Cold Killer Logan Cook. NFL's just choosing violence. PT, I'm going to play a game with you.
Talk to me.
I'm going to give you 3 guesses because I don't think you'll get it based on what I tell you.
All right.
An NFL coach, yes. I'll even narrow it down. I'll give you some clues. I'll give you some hints in the question.
All right.
So an NFL coach yesterday, an NFL coach whose team is in the playoff hunt, when asked on the mentality that his team takes and has to take, he said, well, I expect us to take the mentality that we take every week. We're going to go out and tear their tonsils out.
Okay.
Who said that? Which
Vrabel.
head coach? Vrabel? No.
Campbell?
No. This is why it's a great question. NFL's choosing fine. We got a punter there. Okay, you got one guess left or strike 3.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
It was him?
It was Andy Reid.
Of course.
You had to think counter, counter. What's the most,
I know how y'all operate.
That's right. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I'm throwing you off. So in other words, the question, who's the least likely guy to say this?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take the same mentality we take every week. I expect my guys to go out and tear their tonsils out. That's a new one on me. That sounds painful. Huh?
Yeah.
Tear your tonsils out. Okay, then. We're going to circle back to Liam Cohen next segment and some of his observations from what, especially in the first half, was the best, most fluid, most productive passing afternoon that we've had this year. There have been bigger numbers and volume, but just as far as how it was looking, there was very little to complain about on Sunday. So coming up next segment, it's back to Liam Cohen's press conference. And more on this week's big game against the Colts. Again, we're at the Dailies on Thursday. Get by there and get your entry form in for those 2 10-packs. That's just north of Marbon on San Jose. Real easy to get to. And if you're down in that stretch, it's worth going out of your way to get over there. Fill her up while you're there. All right. I saw a good piece of video yesterday.
What's that?
It's Lane Kiffin on the private plane on the airfield in Oxford as he's taxiing and getting ready to fly off to Baton Rouge, okay? And there is probably 100 to 200 Ole Miss fans who have, you can only go so far, but are standing out maybe a couple hundred yards from the runway and from the taxi area. And as the plane's going, ET in unison, they're all doing one of these.
Oh, that's great.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have my arm raised, middle finger extended. I got Hottie Toddy lining up too deep. This is your final parting shot, buddy. I saw he snagged a bunch of the offensive staff. Do they leave too right now? I mean, not only does the coach leave, but you just like pull the entire rug out from under the Ole Miss operation. This guy's so disingenuous. Whatever. I'm not going to pretend like Florida didn't want him. There does seem to be an instant impact you can expect with Lane Kiffin. We'll see if Sumrall brings that again. He won the press conference yesterday, but so did Lane Kiffin. Listen, I'm going to chalk this up to the excitement propaganda. There's plenty of coaches that say this, but I would like LSU, settle the bleep down, LSU, with your rhetoric and your narrative and your version of history. Settle the bleep down. Hey, Lane Kiffin, please don't stand up there at the podium talking like you're taking over the Georgia program or Alabama, the ones that really dominated the conference. And I get it, man. LSU's had success. I'm not denying it at all. But just carte blanche, the best job. And I get it. You're speaking to your home base. And don't stand up there and tell me you don't even know what your contract says. It's not about money to me. It's about getting money to the players. Honestly, I don't know what anyone offered. Come on, man. Hey, congratulations, Coach. You're the LSU coach. They're giving you $1.5 million. I don't even know what the number is. Oh, you mean you don't know if it's 12-3 or 12-4? It'll be easy to root against once you miss out on the Lane train. I do believe the guy has matured into a really good coach. He's awkward. He's weird. The details have come out. And by the way, Kiffin was much more disingenuous with the Florida side along the way than it's being reported. But whatever, water under the bridge at this point. But just as it was feared from the beginning, the Strickland-Kiffin match just wasn't going to work. It was a round peg, square hole. And that's not that the Florida AD wasn't willing to overcome and continue and hire Kiffin. He would have been. I don't think Scotty Strickland necessarily botched it, but it just wasn't going to be a fit. And I get it, Gator Nation. One more reason she got rid of the AD, right? But yeah, hey, settle down. The top job. Really? When was Joe Burrow there? It wasn't last year, was it, E? Can you refresh my memory when Joe Burrow was there?
Right.
I mean, what was that, 19, 18? It's been 5-6 years there, Lane Train. You've won more games at Ole Miss than LSU has won. So, add Lane and stir. We'll see. We'll see. I like the fact that Gator coach, he knows what he's getting measured against, what everybody wants. We'll find out. Get these things up and running. I would imagine LSU, instant portal, instant recruiting success, will have more instant results. But one thing we learned from the press conference yesterday in Gainesville from Jon Sumrall, he ain't waiting around. He didn't have you plan. You got to win now. You got to incorporate what your long term is, but you got to win football games each and every week. I promise you, he wants to go to the playoffs next year. Just what Gator fan wants. Can they? We're going to find out if they can retain the roster. And look, so far so good, but it's a long process through the summer. We're going to find out just how bad a coach Billy Napier was or wasn't. We'll find out year one. If this dude steps in with same basic talent and does what Billy Napier should have done, which was at least win 8. It took banishing you to Georgia practice fields for Jaden Ball to get the ball like he should, to dominate a football game. Boy, it's been a lot of times this year. We sure wish you'd have handed it off against USF, you buffoon. So, anywho, the college carousel, though, includes a lot more than just those 2 jobs, and things are starting to filter in. Bowles grad Ryan Silverfield has landed at Arkansas. We talked a little bit about that yesterday. Out there a little bit offended down in the Bay Area. Alex Golish has taken the Auburn job, and he was introduced yesterday, and he didn't even, reference USF. I mean, didn't even pay tribute or tip of the cap or Golish, I believe, is from the Josh Heupel tree, I believe. I think. I could be wrong on that. Kentucky with an interesting hire. There are some that would have been okay seeing Florida kick these tires, but he's Oregon offensive coordinator Will Stein. the Ducks offense has been terrific. He's done a great job with no matter who the quarterback is. So we'll see how that translates at Kentucky. And it looks like Penn State is going to end up with the BYU's head coach. That's what it looks like. So, yeah, lots happening out on the but the dominoes now have fallen. It started with Kiffin, and I think we can kind of, rank the establishment from there. After LSU now falls Florida, and then Auburn under them, who also wanted Sumrall, and Arkansas, who also wanted Sumrall, and Ole Miss, who also wanted Sumrall. There is a train of thought out there among the college football learned that Jon Sumrall is the next big thing. We'll have to find out. He's certainly going to have the opportunity, right? He'll have every opportunity to manifest that. We shall see. It's Catholic Truck Accessories Tuesday. Liam Cohen, what he saw in that pass game on Sunday that translated to a unbelievable first half in particular. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
And only.com studios, putting the fence in defense.
The ball comes out! The ball has come out!
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, it's Rick Ballou. I just upgraded my home with fantastic floors, and the experience was incredible. Rusty and the team brought the showroom to me with their at-home consultation. The whole process was simple, the installation was top-notch, and the results, absolutely fantastic. Take it from me. Don't wait. Visit fanfloors.com and schedule your at-home consultation today. Fantastic Floors, where every step is fantastic.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
Ready for huge holiday savings? It's the Expert Automotive Giving Garage. This Christmas, they're driven to give back. Bring in any new wrap toy donation and get $50 off any service. That's $50 off repairs, diagnostics, or maintenance just for helping a child. Plus, they're giving you 50% off your oil change, $50 off any service with a toy, and 50% off oil changes. The Giving Garage at Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Shut up, Campione! Campione Law!
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, I'm worried.
You? Really? About what?
Well, I like to have a little seasonal potluck. You know, invite some friends and neighbors and guys from the office. But if the food gets spicy and the party gets rocking and that old toilet in the two-piece can't handle the traffic, well, what if my drain backs up right in the middle of everything?
Dude, imagine you're wearing my sunglasses.
Okay. Shoomp. Whoa.
If you're planning to host a holiday party and a blocked household drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, call us and tell us. The drain clearing experts at Bueller Air and Plumbing will unclog your drain for free.
You do that for free?
It's Christmas.
Yeah, but for free?
The holidays can get pretty hectic. If a clogged drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
The wait is over. Sunday, December 7th, your Jacksonville Jaguars return to Everbank Stadium for a massive division showdown against the Indianapolis Colts. This is more than just a game. It's a statement. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jags are back home and ready to turn up the heat in their iconic Prowler throwbacks. Kickoff is 1 p.m., so pack the bank and make it loud. Secure your seats now at jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you at the bank.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Yeah, it's a challenge I embrace. It's an exhilarating challenge. That's probably a better word. I don't know that I can measure myself to Coach Spurrier or Coach Meyer anytime soon. Got a long way to go. I look forward to leaning on them, asking their opinion and advice. I feel very privileged to have two great resources like them that are a phone call away.
Again, it's a good starting point for me if you don't back down from what's in front of you and talking platitudes and generalities. Jon Sumrall's a football coach. He makes no bones about it. I'm a winner, baby. You got the right guy. You guys want to win? Let's go win. Forget Billy Napier, or Jimmy McElwain, or any other Will Muschamp, any of them. Spurrier and Urban set the standard here. That's what I'm going to strive to be. And so there it is. The Florida basketball team has a big one tonight. They're at Cameron Indoor Stadium to take on Duke. Florida in search of a show-me-something win. The Gators have fallen to 15th in the AP poll after losing to TCU. Yeah, TCU. Florida, very unimpressive. Right now, they are ranked in the top 25 strictly based on what they did a year ago. They're getting the reciprocal of winning the national title and kind of playing through some of the speed bumps of having to replace that backcourt, and that's where the trouble lies. The backcourt is not performed. Now, Klavjar is really starting to become the weapon they think he can be as a three-pointer, but right now the struggles of this basketball team are on Boogie Flan and Xavier Lee, who got, the NIL money. They were the portal darlings, and so far, man, it's been left a lot to be desired. The Gators lost to Arizona. In a matchup with a good team. They lost to TCU, who's like 50th in the net ranking, so that's a bad loss. And meanwhile, haven't beaten anyone of any consequence. They don't have a good win. So at Duke tonight against a legitimate top 5 team who's already played, 2 or 3 big boys, we'll see how it goes. I'm not optimistic. This ACC SEC basketball challenge. Florida and Duke, which, by the way, is going to give you a bunch of other good games along the way, and we've talked about the college basketball schedule this time of year. Can I offer up a Dailies Double Take? This doesn't happen very often. The Double Take brought to you by our friends at the Dailies Dash. Again, join us on Thursday there on San Jose. Meanwhile, get your entry form in for the Ultimate Fan Giveaway. 2 10-packs we're giving away Thursday morning to Colts Jags. Here's the Double Take. I watched my Atlanta Hawks and Detroit Pistons play last night. It was a heartbreaking loss for Atlanta, but I'll give them credit on the second night of a back-to-back, or the first night of a back-to-back, playing pretty good there in Detroit, who's been one of the better teams. That everyone's still asleep on that Cade Cunningham, man. That guy is a baller anyway. And the Duren kid is really, Jared Duren I believe, was from Memphis, big guy inside. Detroit's good, man. They're going to be a tough out. Hawks lost by 1, but no, here's the Daily's Double Take. This doesn't happen much in the NBA. This happens in high school basketball. I bet it doesn't happen much in college basketball. I would bet that this is the only time it's happened so far this year in the NBA season. But the Pistons and Hawks played the entire 48 minutes, ET, and no one led by more than 5. Almost every NBA game, somebody runs out 16-6 or what. I mean,
there's some type of gap somewhere.
And now, and maybe I'm I haven't watched. I don't think I've watched a Hawks game where the game has stayed within 5 points the whole time. In the NBA, you come down, beat, boom, 2 3-pointers. It's 8-2. I mean, it never got outside of 5 points. The two went back and forth the whole day, and ultimately, it's Detroit who gets the 1-point win. All right, Jags, big win. Listen, I've kind of said this. I'm going to reiterate it maybe with a different way of saying it. But you know what I really like about Liam Cohen, in addition to the results we're getting? I feel like I can believe him when he talks to us. I don't feel I'm being sold anything. I don't feel he's offering false criticism or false praise. I think he's being legit because it was curious, and it would be easy cynically to say that's just a pick-me-up to a passing game that looked awful sketch. But coming out of that Arizona game with the 3 interceptions and the issues they had in the passing game, do you remember what he said after that game? I pulled the guys over and said, I'm more confident in y'all than I've ever been. I'm confident in the passing game. I feel completely confident in that part of the playbook. And then lo and behold, they show up the next week at Tennessee, and what do right out the gates? Play action pass. Zip, 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 zip. It was the most impressive stretch of the passing game. Look, the reality is if you're going to try and be a contender, ET, you're going to have matchups certain times where you're going to have to throw more and other matchups where it's going to behoove you to run more. You just need to be able to do the other good enough to supplement the one you need to rely on. And so relying on the passing game is important, and it's why I get it that everyone grips even through W's at how the quarterback is playing, in particular in his pinch to give it to the other team. That being said, floodgates seem to open a little bit. We saw some of those crossing routes that have just been absent. Those are bread and butter plays in the NFL, these 18 to 25-yard crossing routes where guys get open in big pockets, and they did on Sunday.
They were playing a little bit more soft zone in the middle of the field that we were able to take advantage of. But to your point, I thought he was much more accurate through the middle of the field, which then allowed for some catch and runs, which, we haven't had a ton of, right? Like a 50-yard pass this year is, right, the longest, I think, on the season. So it was great to have some catch and run opportunities. We still have some meat on the bone that we need to go and take advantage of. But I do think that, some of their coverages dictated where ultimately we were trying to go with the football.
Look. Managing the game is typically, I think, thrown around as a cliche. But remember the splits we had on Trevor's numbers last week where when they were either tied or behind, his passer rating was through the roof, his touchdown-interception ratio was outstanding. And when they led is when his worst stats showed up.
Yeah.
Well, they led the other day, and the worst stats didn't show up. Now, that production that we saw didn't extrapolate to some 360-yard passing game like it looked like it could at one point. But when it turned time to throttle down and just pass as needed, we were able to get directed through that portion of the game and keep it well in hand as well. Here's Liam Cohen on his quarterbacking.
I think what stood out obviously was, ball security, taking care of the football. We obviously got behind the chains and behind the sticks in the second half. A little bit there that didn't allow us to maybe open it up from a pass game standpoint as much as we would have liked to in the second half. But I think when you look at the explosives and what he was, I think on throws past, I don't know what it was, like 15 yards in the first half or whatever that ended up being, that he was 6 of 9 for like 125 or something, that we were just a little bit more explosive and efficient in the first half, and I thought he did a nice job managing the game.
Let's hope that can carry over this week. Some of those downfield passes, it just opens up the offense so much. When you can hit those big ones, you know what becomes a lot easier too? That little 8-yard flare out that you want instead of the guy being right in your pocket.
Yeah.
So get that offense rolling. It was a very encouraging effort, and we can be super psyched, can't we? I mean, we're going to go on turbo load if they beat the Colts on Sunday. It's going to be fun. Well, I can see who we're all chasing, and I've looked at their schedule, and I don't think we're catching, at least when it comes to the best record in the AFC and probably in football. More on that in a football fix when we return. You are listening to The Drill. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
ACC SEC Challenge coming up today. The Florida Gators are a 7.5-point underdog at the Duke Blue Devils, 157.5 the total at Cameron Indoor Stadium in Durham. It's Georgia laying a 1.5 at Florida State at the Tucker Center, 171.5 the total. Jacksonville hosting Florida A&M at Swisher Gym. Dolphins 10.5-point favorites, 138.5 the total. SIU Edwardsville laying 6.5 at North Florida, 154.5 the total at the UNF Arena. Jacksonville Jaguars a 1.5 underdog against the Colts on Sunday at Everbank Stadium, 48.5 the total. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
The holidays are just around the corner, and so is your entire family.
Babe, the toilet's growling at me again.
Uh-oh, the kitchen sink just turned into Old Faithful. There's no hot water!
Don't let plumbing chaos steal your holiday cheer. Call Duck Duck Rooter today to fix those issues before Aunt Linda blames you for ruining Christmas dinner. Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing pros. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
This holiday season, Universal Roofing Contracting is making it easy to check roof repairs off your list. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through December 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roofing Contracting, protecting your home and building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. If simple shopping sounds like more fun, check out 1010XL's Holiday Gift Guide, packed with great gift ideas from Kuhn Flowers, Sawgrass Marriott Spa, and Brackish Vodka. Start shopping and saving at 1010XL.com.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Want a fresh and flavorful tailgate this season? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad perfect for lunch, parties, and your tailgate. Order 3 ways at one of 4 area locations. Call 1-833-MY-CHICK or online at chickcatering.com.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosser here, and right now at Loan Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Yacht's fired up. Backing out. Water looks good for sailing. Welcome back on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
I saw that Kismet yesterday.
That's a big old boat, man.
Beautiful.
It's so much bigger when you see it in person with some perspective. Look, the phrase meaningful football in December has kind of been commandeered by the NFL, but to be honest, the extremely meaningful football is played in college ball, and it starts with those conference championship games this week. And Florida going to let Jon Sumrall continue on his track with Tulane. Now, because you're at Tulane, you're going to have much more freedom to do double duty. You're not, because I hear people say, why wouldn't Ole Miss want Lane Kiffin to coach? Because he's going to the hated arch rival. He gave you a middle finger, and rumors are it's told certain staff members come now or don't have a job. That's why, because he's a DB. But there is a lot of conference championship game football coming up this weekend, and Tulane plays one of those, and Jon Sumrall would find himself in a spot that Gator fans long for, the college football playoff, if Tulane beats North Texas in the American Athletic Championship. Look, there is this thought going around that if Duke wins the ACC championship game, which I don't think they will, but if Duke wins the ACC championship game at 8-5, that there may be a fifth conference champion ranked higher than the ACC's conference champion, and the ACC could get left out of the mix entirely. If you believe that, I got some swampland over there west of Heckscher, and it's yours for $1. Okay? Let me explain to y'all how the college football playoff works. The big wigs from the big conferences that split the big bucks all get together. They're already letting Tulane in. You think they're going to tell the ACC champion and the conference by proxy, nah, you don't get your piece of the pie. It's going to James Madison? Yeah, no. They'll readjust whatever rankings need to be readjusted. The winner of the ACC championship game. Now, if it's Virginia, this isn't even a question. They'll be ranked higher than even Tulane. But if it is Duke at 8-5, they could, if they held true by the rankings, but they'll do whatever they have to do to manipulate them up ahead of. They're not going to put Tulane and James Madison in the college football playoff, or I've got a big what are we doing for everyone. All right, so Miami's path it's really rocky, man. It really is. It's hard to see them getting in. I've kind of done the figuring. What a fun day of football we got coming up. By the way, the Tulane game will be Friday. Selfishly, I'd just rather Tulane go ahead and lose. Let's get my coach single-minded purpose. Anyway, BYU Texas Tech play at noon. Miami has to have Texas Tech win that game. BYU wins that game, that's it for Miami. Georgia, Alabama. Miami needs Georgia to win the game, just in case BYU does. But one of those two has to lose, and Miami still has to jump in front of them. And, I don't know if that's going to happen, and I don't know if it should. We shall see. 4 o'clock for Georgia, Alabama, 8 o'clock, Indiana, Ohio State. It's going to be really interesting to watch that game because there's this sense that for the first time you're really seeing what they've got. Although Indiana does have a win at Oregon that's aged well. Oregon didn't lose again, and they haven't always been perfect, but they just completed a 1-loss season, and Indiana gave them that 1 loss on the road. So big implications for the seeding. The winner of that Big Ten title game is going to be the number 1 seed. And I'm ready to see Ohio State play somebody who can really test them, can challenge them, defensively. And by that, I mean the Indiana offense. And then the game that absolutely no one will watch. Hey, ABC, you may as well show like an old, Bachelor rerun. Duke and Virginia while Indiana and Ohio State are playing. Quick check of the TV rating. Prediction of the TV ratings. Indiana, Ohio State versus Duke, Virginia. 100-1. It might be 100 for every 101 college football viewers. It might be 100 watching that one to 1 to watch the other, and that may be conservative. What an awful matchup. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Great head coach of the dream team there, and they got you covered home, life, business, auto. It's time for a checkup. Make sure that you're not leaving cash on the table. And then there's the home course. Tee it high and let it fly. Jewington Creek Golf Club. You heard Liam Cohen kind of shrug off the punter's alleged threat. I mean, are we really making a big thing of this? Do people actually think that
That's crazy.
He heard him with his words? I'm going to kill you. Every 7-year-old on the playground is going to say something. Let's stop it. It's one thing if he waited outside, with the peace. Okay, then we got an issue. But a punter, I'm going to kill you. Whatever. Liam Cohen, it's exactly what Liam Cohen said. Whatever. Probably have heard worse. All right, Monday Night Football last night. A couple of narratives here. The Patriots are going to be the top seed in the AFC. They may lose to the Bills, and that's it. I was taking a look at the Patriots' schedule, and I think by now we can all agree that there's no smoke and mirrors here. New England's a really good football team. They're a really good team that just keeps taking care of business week after week. Their quarterback is accurate at a historic level. It's the best completion percentage to X amount of games in NFL history. They lost week 1 to Vegas. They lost week 3 to Pittsburgh. Both those home games, and they have not lost since. The schedule has been very fortuitous. Their best wins at Buffalo, at Tampa. The rest of them, you ready? Carolina, New Orleans, Tennessee, Cleveland, Atlanta, the Jets, Cincinnati without Burrow, and now the Giants. But they've done what they're supposed to do. It's not easy to go through all those and not drop one here or there. They've had some close calls, but not a close call last night. Drake May was good again. Here's the amazing stat. Shazam! My friends at Murray Ford. This is hard to believe. Drake May, who I'm starting to think is the favorite for the MVP. He's just game in and game out. He's
that young man balling.
He's balling, man. He's a good player. Never had a 300-yard passing game. Got to like 70-something last night, but 20 whatever games now, and he started them all. Never had yet to have a 300-yard passing game. Boy, in the modern NFL, you're not going to find a quarterback win the MVP without a 300-yard passing game, are you?
No way.
I mean, because we're not. It's not like we're in some era where passing production isn't still through the roof. But the schedule coming up though for the Patriots, they got Buffalo this week, and that's at home. At Baltimore, at the Jets, Miami at home. I can't see it any worse than 13-4. At least it seems that way. And it's just a good mix. But a perfect selection at head coach there with Mike Vrabel, that's for sure. So this is how they roll in Philly. I'm watching Philly go off at halftime the other day. They're the defending Super Bowl champs, are 8-3, just getting throatily booed as they left the field. It's tough business. Well, guess what? The OC up there in Philly, you know what happened to him yesterday? House got egged. Philly, they still egg houses. It's like 1954 up there in Philly, in the wilds of the Philly suburbs. Justin Herbert's had hand surgery and is listed day to day. Chargers, like the Jags, jockeying for playoff position here down the stretch, and I believe they still have a game with Denver. I'm sure they haven't given up on an AFC West crown as well. I like the way Jackson, by the way, there was a play in that Patriots win last night where Jackson Dart just got lit up on the sideline, but it was a clean
hit,
hard hit, and Dart said as much after the game. Hey, man, we're not playing soccer. I like that. But for a guy who's already had multiple concussions and has recently missed time with it, it's scary to see him get banged around like that. The Giants got a problem with the Carter. This is now the second time now he's been benched to start a game. Last night for the entire first quarter, they fell behind 17-0. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and the Jewington Creek Golf Club. We got the Doering Report and Chris's thoughts on the Gators head coach. Hicken Arrival comes your way next. Locked and loaded on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Catch Gators basketball on 1010XL.
It's a top 10 matchup as the Gators crash Cameron and try to take down the undefeated Blue Devils. Florida Duke. Tonight at 7:30 on 1010 AM.
Awaken 180 weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss. Hacker here for the best weight loss program that I've ever been on. You know, I hear some of my friends telling me about this medication they're on, or that medication they're on, or this shot they're taking. And I stop them and say, well, wait a minute. I lost over 100 pounds doing it the all-natural way with Awaken 180 weight loss. There was no medications. There was no shot once a week. There was the coaching I received from Awaken 180. There's the plan they put me on, and you see the results. Over 100 pounds of weight loss in less than a calendar year. The coaching I got was phenomenal. Not only did it help me lose the weight, it's helping me keep the weight off now that I'm in the maintenance program. Awaken 180 is the best weight loss program I've ever been on, and I tried them all. Go to awaken180weightloss.com, awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece. Premium flooring. Take our advice. Home of business. Affordable price. Driveways, pool decks, garage doors, beautiful patios, and more to explore. Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I only like to recommend the best, which is why I'm proud to say that I chose Pella Windows and Doors for my own home. And now's a great time to upgrade your home with 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years of interest-free payments on the best windows and doors in the business. Don't wait. Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or visit their showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. For quality you can trust and savings you can't miss, that's Pella Windows and Doors.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for the Jaguars and proud member of Jacksonville's newest orthopedic dream team. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we brought together 10 board-certified fellowship-trained surgeons, each one a specialist in their field, all working together to deliver smarter, faster care with better results. From sports injuries to joint replacements, we've got the right player for every position. Visit osjax.com and meet your team. That's osjax.com.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Hi, I'm John Haney from Clearwater Gutters and Drainage. After heavy rains, the problems are obvious. Mulch blown out of your beds, water standing around your foundation, and that fancy new crater back behind your bushes. Let Clearwater Seamless Gutters help you solve the problem spots.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage, too.
Find out more at clearwaterjacks.com.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, gang, I got an offer for you that's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Even I can follow that. Become a new member of the Shell Fuel Rewards Program. You'll save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. You'll save 20 cents per gallon on your second, and then 30 cents per gallon on your third. See, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. At Shell, members get more rewards. They get savings and all kinds of special offers. Get everyday savings afterwards when you join the Shell Fuel Rewards Program. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. The Gators have got their man in Jon Sumrall, officially announced as the new Gator head coach on Monday.
We had choices, and we chose Florida. Florida had to choose us, but we chose it back.
Jag head coach Liam Cohen says his offense got it going against Tennessee.
6-9 for like 125 or something. That we were just a little bit more explosive and efficient in the first half.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:02, it's 65 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Woo! Yeah! How are we doing today?
Good to be here.
A little controversy with you yesterday.
What you got?
Well, I've been helping out with the Cathedral Arts Project's charity golf tournament now for 8 or 9 years, and so we did it again yesterday at one of the local clubs at Deerwood, and I didn't know that it was as important to you to be a part of it. I would have had you out, but I heard reports that you just hopped on course and grabbed your bag, and you were just intermittently bouncing in between this foursome and that. Yeah, and then I was hand-delivered proof.
Yes.
In the in the ceremony, afterwards when I wowed him with my auctioneering skills.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a guy come up to me, shout out Guggen Steve McCall.
Shout out.
I like to call him Cud. I told the story on air. I won't do it again.
Stevie Mac.
But there was remember the chicken nugget incident I talked about one time?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't remember, but it was a good one.
No.
Anywho, he comes up to me, Price. That's how he talks, Hick. Price. Tell your partner I found one of his golf balls. So what do you mean? What are you talking about? And so I just reach in there in their pocket.
Yeah.
And so then he hands me this golf ball, and he's like, "Yeah, Price, I found one of your partner's golf balls. I don't understand why it is." And I turn it over on its side. Can you read it?
You need his readers, ladies and gentlemen. The Hickinator.
It says the Hickinator. So shout out to the Guggens for looking out for my man. Even if he was jumping in between the foursomes, you found his golf ball, you returned it. The Hickinator, which I've never heard.
Only problem is it's Hickin.
Oh, it is? I don't see. It looked like an E to me.
Yeah.
Well, you're the Hickinator with an I. No one's ever particularly called you the Hickinator, so that wasn't you then that was bebopping in between foursomes and causing such a ruckus. The Hickinator.
Thank you. Thank you, friend.
The fact that the Guggens...
Hickinator's on the course.
The fact that the Guggens find a ball, search you out, tell your guy, here's this,
I appreciate it.
I do, too.
I appreciate
They're a
it.
lovely brood, the Guggens.
Wonderful folks.
Yeah.
We'll need them tomorrow, by the way. We need them to
we will.
ask them once a year to give to the J Fund. We got our radiothon coming up tomorrow, so that should be
it's an important day. Maybe the most important day we have all year.
Yeah, so looking forward to it. Lane Kiffin wanted Florida's coaching job until he met with the school's AD. Headline in the New York Post.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty much being the narrative that's believable. I mean, we knew before it all started there was this Strickland didn't like Kiffin narrative. So
yeah, I think there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
I think there's also, I think Scott Strickland's smart enough to know that Lane Kiffin was the number one target, and I think that, in the end, he went LSU. If you heard his press conference yesterday, he didn't really even talk about Florida. It was all LSU, and that was the gig that ultimately that he and his agent wanted. And
I didn't realize LSU was like 80s, 90s Miami or, current Georgia. I got Lane Kiffin stepping in like he just replaced Kirby Smart the way he talks about LSU. They're a good program, fine and all, but, spare me, you're the best program in the country. I got to listen to Ryan Clark go on for 2 minutes on Van Pelt last night as an LSU grad. Like, somehow it's the holy grail of college football. Yeah. Man, it's going to be easy to root for failure from that crew down there.
Well, yeah, it will be.
It'll be really easy. That's how he is. And, look, I'm not going to now pretend it's not who I wanted. I do think the path to immediate relevancy would have been quicker with Kiffin, but when you win or lose a press conference, the guy yesterday in Gainesville won his.
He did. That it matters.
It doesn't, but I like his mentality. Let's see if it translates.
I'm glad that
Muschamp had that same mentality. Didn't work.
I appreciate Danny Werfel. And he's, as I've told you before, in terms of guys that I hold in the highest regard, Danny Werfel is one of them. He's a guy who, talks the talk and walks the walk. And, I mean, he's as good a person as you can find. And or even echo those sentiments as well. And we come to learn that Danny Werfel was on the committee. And he put out a statement. And he did it for Gator Nation because Scott Strickland asked him to. And now he's gone back to his Desire Street Ministries. But he stepped out for a couple weeks. He was funny in his statement. I don't have it in front of me, but he said, I learned how to travel clandestinely, and some other things. And he was part of the interview process, and he's part of the group that chose Jon Sumrall to be the coach of the Florida Gators. So I like hearing that.
Urban vouches for
Urban interviewed him as well.
Were you?
And I'm glad.
Did I miss something? Were you a little surprised that Urban's ever presence in Gainesville?
He lives in Florida. I like it. He's going to be on the wall.
Yeah,
so he owes.
Did they announce that officially?
Yeah.
Okay.
He and it's we should all.
No, I'm not. I have no problem with it.
No, I know.
I didn't know. I feel it more like would be like Ohio State hangout.
No
guy.
No,
but he's down there.
They all come back to Florida.
It's good weather, Hick. That's what I hear.
You got Herbs, you got Orr.
Yeah.
I mean, Orr went to South Carolina.
No.
Where's he part of?
No.
He's an ambassador.
Yeah.
Orr was taking shots last night, man. Boy.
Who?
FSU, Napier.
Why?
Never changes. He's doing his podcast with Duels.
Anything in particular?
Hey, scared money don't make money. What the hell does that mean?
Truth comes out. Spurrier's probably, just as we were wicked ticked at that Billy Napier showing up at Georgia practice 2 weeks after.
I did.
That's weak sauce. That shows you how dumb you are.
We did that round table with Orr every year in August.
Orr is Steve Spurrier.
And
Stephen Orr Spurrier.
I could just tell each year. You know how he gets when you ask him a question? And I could just see it. And then off the record, behind the scenes, not necessarily off the record, he would say things like, hey, they got about 80 guys working on football. Guess probably ought to get a few more if they're going to keep getting that kind of record.
Yeah.
Those type of things.
Yeah. He's no nonsense.
And so, anyway, he's classic, though. He's vintage.
Okay.
And he never changes, and I hope he never does. But anyway, so I think there's some positivity, though, when you have Urban Meyer and Steve Spurrier and Danny
They weren't
Werfel
lining up like that for Napier.
and players in the press conference. Now, with that said, we had a 4-star running back decommit yesterday, too. So
but it's been the only one, which is...
so far.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Sumrall said yesterday his number one focus first is keeping the guys that he's got. I think that's smart, too. But to have the benefit of a class that's still hanging at 13 so far, and a lot of the recruits have recommitted or repledged, so it feels like it's not going to completely fall apart. It's going to be minimal damage for having a midseason replacement.
Yeah.
So and there's enough talent there that this dude, I win now, then go win me 10, bro.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. And he wants to win. I'm a winner. He threw a little
Signetti.
At us.
Well, and you know what?
Was needed.
All right.
And is needed.
Gator, I think he's smart. He knows Gator fan needs. Man, I'm not Billy Napier.
We had.
I want to do. I'm not group. I want to be Urban. I want to be Spurrier.
We had Josh Allen on the TV show last night, along with a couple other guys. Electricity in the city is palpable, which is exciting. But he knows Sumrall. He missed him. Sumrall coached at Kentucky the year after Josh left.
He was a linebacker coach, I believe.
But he knows him really well, and he was not happy.
Why? Oh, that he didn't go to Kentucky.
He was not happy.
Kentucky got the guy that some Florida people had pointed
Will
out.
Stein,
The OC at Oregon.
But yeah, he was not. And I invited him down to the swamp if he ever wants to come down. And I told him I'd take care of him.
Sure.
I don't think he's interested in that. He's a Kentucky
He's got to be excited with this kind of like second gear that the D line is hitting. They're getting pressures.
He really likes Strigo and
BJ Green.
Green. He says they bring, and Strigo made some plays running down the line of scrimmage tackles on runs the other day. So he thinks they bring some juice and he does. And Green had that big hit on the fumble, and he likes to take, they all say LaQuinn Allen is crazy. Cray.
Yeah, I believe he's always looking for the fight. You need a couple of those guys, man.
You do.
Yeah,
and it helps if they're your third string running back, because if it ever goes there, you don't miss them so much.
Yeah, like we got, obviously Christian Ellis, man. Holy cow.
That hit last night?
2 of them.
Is that another one of Luther Ellis's kids? Does he have like 6 of them running around the league?
I think he is a Utah kid.
I do too.
Christian Ellis, not only did he...
he decleated him, man.
Not only did he kill Jackson Dart, which was legal and dumb on Jackson Dart, and they all said it.
Yeah.
And I watched the Mannings' reaction, and they were real quiet, and they were like... And he goes, he lied to me. He told me to step out of bounds. But... so this Jackson Dart dude, and after the game, he's like, look, it's not soccer. I know, bro, but it's a difference of a half a yard. It's not like you needed that first down on that play,
Let me tell you how I really get respect for Jackson Dart, because this is totally plausible. In fact, it would have happened this way. This guy's beelining for me. Have the awareness that when he gets about 3 yards out, let's take that step out of bounds.
Yeah.
You're going to take the same hit, and then he's getting flagged.
Yeah.
He can't stop at that point.
Well, he said, and Troy even said, the quarterbacks got a they protect you, and then they quarterbacks start taking advantage of it. Mahomes is the king.
Yeah.
He entices you to hit him late.
Yeah.
But then on a kickoff, he knocked out that Olszewski. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. First off, Jackson Dart's logo got knocked off. He hit him so hard.
Dang.
The end got gone. It was gone. And then the Olszewski guy, they picked him up, and he was Batman.
He didn't know where he was at.
And that was helmet to helmet, which I don't know why isn't a penalty.
In college, it would have been.
Isn't it unsportsmanlike or unnecessary roughness?
I think they have to. I think if it is, if they see it and call it, but I don't think they go back and stop it like they do in college. That
hit sounded, and it was second half late, and that's a bad team right there. Those Patriots, man. That Vrabel's coaching them up, man.
Yeah.
They got. Their rookies have taken the third most snaps in the NFL this year.
Well,
they're a young team too.
They've benefited, but taken advantage of an incredibly soft schedule. I bet they played the easiest schedule in the league.
Okay.
But again, you got to take it. You got to take advantage of it. That's one reason the Jags are 8-4, because even though they were rough, they beat Arizona, they beat the Raiders, they beat Tennessee more easily.
Speaking of the Jags, our Dream Fighters Homes poll question.
Are you back on Twitter yet?
No,
that's too bad.
$100 reward put out last night. If somebody gets me on Twitter,
$100. That's it.
I'll give you $100.
Wow, Hundo. You get on that.
One crisp Benjamin. Got no shot right now.
Now let me ask you this:
kids,
have any of the other people that got?
They got back. Some have gotten back.
Well, how are they getting back and you're not?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It takes time, but yes, once people get hacked, some of them come back and some of them don't.
Some do, some don't. I'm getting frustrated, but I put the staff here on it. So far, they've dropped the ball. Yeah. I don't mean to call out people, but I call out. I
dropped the ball.
Is that fair?
Fair.
Clearly the radio station doesn't feel enough that that the mogul's 75,000 followers are itching for news.
Well, I was
free the mogul.
Can't get it. Free the mogul. Hashtag free the mogul.
Yeah.
It's. Well, I'm going to say it. It's disgraceful.
Well, and
what's going on around here right now? I don't know what the priority list is, but I know what the priority list should be.
Yeah, but your Twitter's not one of them. I thought maybe that it was active again because I feel like that I have single-handedly changed the Heisman odds with my Swamp Sessions stumping for Diego Pavia.
Maybe that's true.
Suddenly, they're like pretty close to 3 of them, Sayin, Mendoza, and Pavia.
Yeah.
Come on, Diego.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway... Yeah, so then I put the kids at the TV station.
You're there on it, too. What about your classroom? I'm surprised you didn't attach third grade to it.
I told them yesterday and offered them $100 each.
Well, see, the problem with that is if you got all these different people working on it.
They're all going to take credit when it comes back.
Or
they're going
to
shut it down for life.
Yeah, it could get shut down. You know
may
what I'm saying?
happen.
All
but
the different tickets.
We got to try.
Well, apparently Twitter doesn't really much care about the security and
That's
what's
fair.
going on. So
Yeah.
you ride
Tickets
that.
is a buzzword too. I don't know what somebody said. You got to do more tickets or
Got to
something.
put in a ticket.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that means
Okay,
either.
well,
I don't know
what-
anything about
Back to
it.
the poll question.
Oh, yeah. Brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, the Gators, and the PGA Tour, soon to be the Tampa Bay Rays. DreamfindersHomes.com. They have unbelievable interest rates right now, different packages at 15 different locations throughout.
15 of them things.
Just like
Taylor Swift's exes.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. Go to DreamfindersHomes.com. They are beautiful homes. Who has been the Jags' unsung hero of late?
Britton Strange.
No.
Unsung
That's not
hero.
That's not,
Unsung.
I know the answer to this. It's Cole Van Lannon.
Well, he's one of the choices. Bretton Strange is not.
Yeah, no.
He's
not
sung.
He's not unsung.
Yeah, he's a sung hero.
He's sung. Devon Hamilton.
Oh.
He's starting to get sung a little bit too.
They're number one in the NFL in stopping the run. He's the one constant in the interior of the defense.
The injuries and
Devon Hamilton should be getting some play.
Well, we've heard that kind of ceiling for him. It's nice to hope that that's going on.
Jacoby Myers.
Sung.
Yeah, he's too sung. I know he's new, but he's sung.
I mean, he's not Jerry Rice.
I'm not saying that he's unsung. I'm just saying sung from like I'm sung on him.
Monteric Brown.
He's a good one too. He somehow has played really good football and has stayed unsung.
Who has been the unsung hero?
I'm going with
Jags'
Van
unsung hero
Lannon though.
of-
That man's bouncing around like multiple positions in the same game.
Cole Van Lannon, Devon Hamilton, Jacoby Myers, Monteric Brown.
Jacoby's going to win.
Yeah, he is.
I like Devon Hamilton. He's the one constant.
I just want him to get more votes.
Uh-huh.
He deserves more votes. He's only got 6.6%.
Yeah.
This guy, and then he went and long snapped.
Yeah.
I mean, he saved the day.
He did.
That was a disaster waiting to happen. Those balls
But it
were
didn't.
fluttering back there.
Yeah, but they were coming too.
I know they were.
One thing Tennessee did smart. They said, "We'll try to
Yeah.
block
Yep.
the damn
Yeah.
punt."
Uh-huh.
And clearly, he can't get it back there as quick as
No.
But he got it back there.
If Madison couldn't come back, I was almost thinking at halftime you go out in the tunnel and you find, I don't care if you're a receiver, whoever can get it back there, because you're not allowed to hit the guy.
Correct.
It's not like you're going to block anyone. I mean, you could put a running back to snap. Who can get it back there?
Well, we asked the three of them, and Josh Hines Allen said no. Strigo said I could do it, but in a game I don't know. And Green said absolutely.
Usually
not.
it seems like a tight end. Usually it seems like a tight end could do that.
There's
right?
always
like
I
a
don't
tight
know
end
certain
on the
kid,
roster.
like I remember go back to high school. We had a receiver who said, "Oh, by the way, I can long snap," and all of a sudden he was the best long snapper on the team. He was-
Didn't Donovan Darius long snap?
I don't know.
I guarantee you there's somebody in there who's probably good at it, just hadn't done it.
Right, the emergency long snapper.
Anyway, so that's you can vote at 1010XL.
Jacoby the winner?
Next, Jacoby, the runaway winner at 57%. We're just warming up, man. We got a good show today. Let's talk to Chris Doering next. You want to?
Get his thoughts on the new Gator head coach. That and more up and rolling. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Downtime with Dan has a beef. And I've done some research, and I need some more comments from it, and I'll look forward to it. But it's band wars. I don't understand it. And I checked on what happened in the Swamp on Saturday. FSU band plays over our band during some key times. I don't like that. You don't play over our band when we're not backing down. You don't play over our band when we are the boys. That's rude. It's rude to a point that I would say don't invite the band. Sell the seats. Hey, band, you can't come back if you're going to do this. They seem to do it all the time. I don't know. Now, maybe we play back over them. I don't know. But there seems to be some sort of discourse with the Florida State bands. I want the answers. I want an investigative piece, and I want you to tell me on the text line. But I wonder what's going on with these bands, especially on Saturday night at the Swamp.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Speed.
45-50.
Talent.
How high can you leap?
Opportunity.
Just when they needed it most.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game. Experience the universal difference on 1010XL.
Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, or hospitality projects? Or top-tier residential service? No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and hard work. As your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team, Lloyd's is the name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, facing interesting economic times, right? For me, it's comforting to know my money is in good hands with ITP Partners through the good times and the bad, man. And there are a lot more good than bad with ITP Partners. They're Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money. Listen, I don't know anything about investing. You know, I can pretend like I do, but I don't. So I found guys that have experience, expertise, and knowledge. That's Janice Cobb. That's Reed Wingate and Dan Abel, man. That's Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan. Those are the ITP Partners, and those are the folks who will sit down with you, put it in layman's terms so you understand, right? And they'll strategize with you where your goals become their priority. So don't be intimidated, man. It's a great time to get started. Make it a New Year's resolution. Chris at ITPpartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically, if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
John Osher knows Jacksonville football like Jack's Beach knows the ocean.
That makes two of us.
Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served up by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft on 1010XL.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open at World Golf Village, providing state-of-the-art screenings and diagnostic exams with no referral required. Same-day appointments are available. Call today or visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the town, no gifts for the ladies could truly be found. They hinted at diamonds, at sparkle and bling, but chain store price tags made wallets go cha-ching. Then what to their wondering eyes should appear but Beard's Diamonds, so sparkling, so near. No risk, no regret, no big corporate chain, just family-run brilliance that eases the strain. Beard's Diamonds is local, with prices that please. Better diamonds, more choices, and warranties with ease. More carat, more fire, more glow for the price. Shop Beards, wrap it up, steal kisses twice.
Are you looking to make some Christmas magic this year? Get her the perfect gift from Beard's Diamonds. The largest selection of rings, pendants, earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstones, new designer and fashion, all at the guaranteed best prices from the town center's only locally owned jeweler. And now during our 44th anniversary sale, you save as much as 44% store-wide. Let Beard's non-commissioned experts help you find the perfect gift. From one Jacksonville family to another, Merry Christmas from Beard's Diamonds, St. John's Town Center.
I'm Elizabeth Graham, Army veteran and owner of Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra, West Jacksonville. Veterans caring for veterans, that's where the true understanding begins. Our nurse-led team brings skilled nursing, personal care, and companionship to veterans, seniors, adults, and children right in your home. From daily tasks to advanced care, we help your loved ones stay independent and comfortable at home. Call us anytime at 904-709-4446. Bright Star Care, a higher standard.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. Now, wide receiver for the head ball coach. 2,000 yards, 31 touchdowns. SEC Network analyst, number 28, Captain Doe, Chris Doering. Protected by Farrah & Farrah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, we got ourselves a new football coach. We got Chris Doering, not the new football coach.
No, but his era seemed to be on board with Danny Werfel and Steve Spurrier, both among the prominent endorsers of the coaching hire. So before we...
Hey, Doering, did you know Danny was part of the crew, or no? Did he keep that clandestine?
I found that out. I did not know that initially, but I did find that out along the way, and I have not had a conversation with him about it, but he did a pretty good job of kind of keeping that silent. I should have known because I saw him traveling to a lot of the different games on the road, and it should have been some sort of indication something was up, but I didn't know initially.
I'm glad but I like that. I wish they'd use some of you guys. I think that's a pot. I mean, if Danny Werfel endorses you, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he definitely, is a good guy to bounce stuff off of. I've bounced a few things off of him in my day, so he's good in that role.
All right, well, what do you think? What do you think of Jon Sumrall?
You know what? I think initially, like everybody else, we were so fascinated with the idea that it had to work out this one way with this one coach, and then when it didn't work out that way, you're thinking, man, what are we doing here? And the more that I had a chance to talk to guys that know Coach Sumrall, guys that played with him in high school, guys that played with him at Kentucky, folks that have been around him a lot, I got more and more excited, had a chance to exchange some messages with him, and I'm just looking forward to meeting him in person. Seems like kind of the antithesis, and everybody was talking about Napier 2.0, but I think if you look at the way that he coaches, his demeanor, some of the things that frustrated Florida fans about the lack of emotion are not going to be an issue with Coach Sumrall. So
that's for sure.
Biggest thing for him is making sure you hire the right coordinators.
Yeah.
And I know that they're going through a considerable amount of due diligence right now, but Florida, and he acknowledged it in his press conference, is Florida's used to playing a style of offense that is high scoring, high flying, entertaining, and he seems committed to finding somebody that fits that model.
I agree, and it was smart regardless of who he hires, and we'll see. But it was smart to acknowledge that right off the rip, even in your press release. I mean, to let folks know, and he even said yesterday, our offense isn't going to be the same offense that we're running, and et cetera, et cetera. So I think that part was just smart. That's just good PR, and we'll see how it goes with what he does. Florida fans hope he's a Dan Lanning, Kirby Smart guy, obviously. That's who, as opposed to just another smaller college coach who comes in and gets a shot, because those guys don't often work out, quite frankly.
Yeah, I think when you look at everybody, again, wanted to compare the two coaches just because of the similar route and coming from Louisiana. But the guy he's been a winner at two different Group of Five programs.
Right.
If you go back, there's so many coaches that have cut their teeth at the Group of Five level and got their opportunity. Urban Meyer was the guy that kind of worked his way up through that sort of similar route. So, I don't think it's fair to label one guy the same because they've coached at a similar school along the way. This is a totally different hire, and I think there was a lot of negativity around Scott Strickland and everything else on Friday when this news started to break. But it very easily could have been a situation where if he didn't act when he did, we don't end up with Coach Sumrall either.
100%. 100%.
Like it was about to be a done deal at Auburn, and Florida swooped in and was able to get their guy that may have been 1B in the search. And here's the deal, man. Honestly, does it have the flash or the name recognition as Lane Kiffin? No, but I don't think it has the ability to flame out the same way that it possibly could with Lane Kiffin. Watching the disaster that's going on in the wake of him leaving Oxford, if something feels weird about it, man, and I can't help but feel like maybe we dodged the bullet in a way.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out. In fairness to Sumrall, equating Napier to him is not fair to Sumrall, whose career track right now is still pointing up. He's on the ascension. Mm-hmm. Napier had flamed out as an assistant here and a coordinator there, and it feels different. And it feels different from just the press conference. We'll see if what he says demonstrates itself, in its execution. But Chris, I got a question for you. You're there when Florida got really good. You were there before that as a kid watching. Florida got really good, right? Zook came in, tough spot, like the bone in a T-bone steak between Spurrier and Urban. It didn't work, and then Urban got it right back on track, and now it's been forever. Why? Why has it not hit in Gainesville, and what makes us optimistic that it will with the latest attempt?
Well, one, I think, you have to acknowledge how much more difficult the SEC has gotten over that time. There's a lot more quality teams. The margin in talent has shrunk considerably. But honestly, it's a couple of different things. One, I think Muschamp would have worked. I think that they pushed the idea that he had to hire Charlie Weif, and I don't think that was a good hire from the standpoint of your offensive coordinator. I think if he would have gone a different route early on, it would have worked out. But I also think that there's our fan base has a high level of expectation, and I think sometimes it's a great benefit, but it's also something that can be very divisive as well. And in that press conference, I remember Jeremy Foley talking about a really good coach that he was having to let go because of the fractured nature of our fan base. We need to be all on the same page. I think that was what was scary about the beginning news breaking about not hiring Lane and going with Sumrall, is that it felt very negative. Everybody was ready to jump off board, and it almost reminded me of the same fireronzook.com thing where, before he's ever even coached a single play, people are ready to run him out of town. So I think that the narrative shifted there, and hopefully, Florida's passion can be used as a positive, but I also think it has to do with the quarterback. I mean, Florida has over and over again since Tebow missed on quarterback.
Yeah.
Even to the point, well, look at Jacoby Brissett, still playing in the NFL.
Yeah.
Now. I mean, every time we've thought we've had the right guy, it hasn't worked out. A quarterback is the most important position in any sport. Unfortunately, I hate to mention it. I hate to acknowledge that, but it is. We just haven't had that right quarterback that's been able to take us back to where we need to be.
Let's talk about this for just a second, Chris. Chris Doering, our guest, obviously a superstar on the SEC network and all-around former Gator great. Chris, this GM model that was so important. During the process, we talked about Florida really is putting a lot of emphasis on the GM. They really want a GM with like NFL sort of ties. I don't think it's the exact same kind of job that the NFL GM does. But what, to your knowledge, what are his responsibilities? Dave Caldwell, who we all know very well, obviously, what will be his responsibilities? Is he the guy who works out the contracts with these kids, or how does this work?
Yeah, the idea, I think, is presented more to the coach to take something off the plate of the head coach to not have to worry about. So, yeah, it's a lot of the contract. Obviously, there's a structure now with the revenue sharing model that the congressional settlement came up with. You got to figure out all the logistics, almost like a salary cap in the NFL to some degree. So I think he handles that. I don't think it's a matter of, hey, a lot of times in the NFL, the general manager is in charge of building the roster.
Right.
I think they have a hand in the roster building, but it's not. The coach still has a lot of the say about how the roster gets built. Mm-hmm. I think that was initially one of the sticking points. I mean, I think that was presented, from my understanding, to Lane Kiffin.
Sure.
And some other coaches.
He wanted his guy, and
yeah. And I don't know that can work. Now, obviously, Dave Caldwell comes highly recommended from Howie Roseman, the Eagles GM, former Gator himself. So, maybe Sumrall was more open to this kind of model being pushed on him than what Lane would have been, or somebody else that's an established SEC head coach. But, yeah, it's not like I don't think he's submitting to Caldwell to, hey, go build my roster and tell me what we're going to have,
Mm-hmm. Hey, last thing, Chris Doering, our guest, are you going as fan tonight, or are you going work-wise?
I'm going straight fan, my friend.
Oh, I like that.
So usually I fly home on Mondays. I stayed an extra day here. I'm in
Smart
Charlotte
move.
Right now. It's cold and raining. My son is flying up with my daughter's boyfriend, and we are going to make our first appearance at Cameron Indoor, man. I've never been before.
That's awesome.
I'm really excited to go. I get to watch our hoops team, right, man? Time to turn
our hoops team needs our hoops team needs to play. By the way, they're ranked 15th thanks to what they did last year in March. They haven't had a single win worth noting, and they've had close games against mediocre teams, and the one good team they play beat them. And,
Tonight's the night.
Yeah,
we're gonna muscle them up a little
tough
bit.
Tough spot to get right. That's,
we're gonna pound them on the front line.
Those guards better show up.
I got a couple buddies who are going up there to for the game from some of the old college boys. So yeah, it's a great opportunity. I know a lot of Gator fans were looking, and the ticket prices came down. I mean, they're still expensive, but they weren't through the roof. They weren't like $5,000 a game or something like that. So
no, it should be fun, man. I'm excited. It's a bucket list place to go. Get a chance to watch a game and watch my alma mater there is awesome. And you're right, man. The guard play, we got so spoiled last year.
Oh yeah,
from Walt and Will and those guys. I mean, hopefully they'll come around, but we're used to hitting big shots from behind the arc, and those haven't really been falling for us recently.
No doubt about that. All right, my brother, appreciate you as always. Have a great time tonight. Look forward to hearing your report on Cameron Indoor next week.
Sounds good, man. Y'all take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye. There he goes, Chris Doering, joining us on the program. He does it each and every Tuesday. We'll take a break.
Look, the bottom line with this and a new coach is this. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. We're on to number 5. Talk to me in a year.
Yeah.
Right? There's no way to know. All you can do is like or not like what you see.
Yeah.
And based on Jon Sumrall being, to me, a complete unknown, my introduction into him makes me cautiously optimistic.
Winners win, and I'm a winner.
Okay.
This is the drill.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This holiday season, Universal Roofing Contracting is making it easy to check roof repairs off your list. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through December 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roofing Contracting, protecting your home and building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Hosting the family holiday dinner can be a beautiful experience until your kitchen sink backs up before you've even served dinner.
Who tried to wash cookie dough down the drain?
We were making cookies for Santa and the reindeer. The reindeer like chocolate chip, too.
Great. Now we need a plumber and a new garbage disposal.
Superior Plumbing and Pipelining is no stranger to holiday plumbing problems. Don't let plumbing problems disrupt your holiday dinner. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining has you covered this holiday season. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Pickett here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Frank Franzi for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember when the Jaguars upset the Denver Broncos in the 1996 divisional round as a 14-point underdog and launched them into the AFC Championship? Well, you know who won't upset you? The team at Coil Fencing. Coil is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and has been serving the Jacksonville community for nearly 100 years. From sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love to tough chain link for your commercial project, Coil does it all. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's COILE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Fine Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! All right, sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack that he says is razzle dazzle. What are you dazzling him with this week, E?
Oh, today I got a certificate for $20 at the Corner Pocket for billiards and $25 gift card to Witt's Frozen Custards. To learn more about what I got going on, make sure you head over to Clay County or exploreclay.com and head over to 1010xl.com for more holiday gift ideas.
I get frustrated with the national boys sometimes, national media. Adam Schnipner yesterday, just an asinine statement.
What do you know? He's usually pretty fair.
Adam Schechter jumped in.
It's Schefter.
Schechter?
With like Chef Boyer, Schefter.
Oh, Schneckner. Got
Close
it.
enough.
Anyway, so
he's a gray.
He is gray.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's on, and he's like, why would anybody be mad at Lane Kiffin? He took a $5 million raise. I mean, blah, blah, blah. And Feinbaum, to his credit, exasperated, was on as one of the guests. And he's like, look, just to clear it up, Ole Miss was going to pay him the same amount. And everybody, Yeah. Hey, Adam, stay in your lane.
No, how about this,
idiot?
How about this, Schefter? The season plays out.
Yeah.
This football season.
Yeah.
And then when they get to, just right as they get to the playoffs, Nick Sirianni says, hey, you know what? I'm going to take the Cowboys job.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, right.
You know, you don't get to just well, what do you mean? They're paying him $10 million more.
Damn that Adam Schnipner. Anyway,
Schefter,
there's this comedian guy, Cameron Magruder. He's a Gator grad, big Gator fan,
Sure.
good dude, funny guy. And I think he summed up the coaching search best for all of us. I think he speaks for all of us right here. So I want to play this
from the Gator perspective. Gator fan perspective on the carousel.
On the coaching carousel.
We're getting Lane Kiffin. Why would Lane stay at Ole Miss? Why would anyone want to live in Mississippi longer than they have? He's not going to LSU. They got to worry about paying Brian Kelly still. Scott Strickland better get this one right. Sources say we're moving on from Lane Kiffin. We're focused on Jon Sumrall. Who is Jon Sumrall? Where is Tulane? What is going on? We wanted Lane to commit before the Egg Bowl was played? Are you serious? Why would we give Lane Kiffin an ultimatum of all people? We should have just kept Billy Napier. We used to have a standard. Jon Sumrall is Billy Napier 2.0. He might be worse. From Sunbelt Billy to Sunbelt Sumrall. He's not even related to Pat Summerall. Lane's going to LSU. You had one job to do, Scott Strickland. One job. Sick, man. Was 6-year contract too? Why did we hire a coaching firm? Should have paid me that money. I wanted Lane and I got Tulane. Auburn's upset they didn't get Jon Sumrall. He should have gone there. He should have gone where he's wanted. To be fair, I didn't want anyone but Lane. I would have rather kept Billy Gonzalez for another year. Lane Kiffin wants to coach Ole Miss in the playoffs still. If his coordinators don't get on the plane, he's threatening to poach players. Lane Kiffin is moving weird. I'm glad we didn't sign this man. I thought Lane grew up. I was wrong. Ole Miss fans are posting all their receipts about Lane Kiffin now. Hide your girlfriends, LSU. How many fan bases hate Lane Kiffin now? Kentucky fans wanted Sumrall. Some LSU fans wanted Sumrall. Is Jon Sumrall actually a good hire? He understands we need an explosive offense. I already like this man. The more quotes I hear from Sumrall, the more I like it.
I want to be more of a defensive guy like somebody Coach Spurrier knows, like Bob Stoops. I want the scoreboard to light up.
At least he wants to be here. He chose us. We got to stop comparing this man to Billy Napier. Jon Sumrall's built different. The Jon Sumrall propaganda is working. I can't wait for Lane to get fired at LSU. I give it 3 seasons max. I'm glad we didn't get Lane Kiffin. This guy breathes football. He says he's going to recruit with his hair on fire. He doesn't want to win in 8 years. He wants to win now. Maybe Jon Sumrall wasn't a bad hire. Drop the maybe, cuz man got me ready to run through a brick wall. Plus, at least it's not Mike Norvell.
Oh, dear.
That's fair. Yeah.
Right.
That was for the FSU band.
Yeah, that's right. That's it. That sums it up.
It's sad when sometimes cynical comedy just mirrors reality. That's real.
Right.
I mean, it's embellished up just a little bit, but I think that's a pretty proper recollection of mindset for a lot of us, myself included, is kind of in that vein.
They are just barbecuing Lane Kiffin in Oxford.
Well, I get that too.
Of course.
I mean, on social,
they wanted him to stay.
Like, I'm looking at this. Okay, so now that the
And he
aftermath
doesn't
is
care
over,
either, by the way.
Lane has made a decision. So no, I have to, and it has Coach Lane Kiffin. It has his phone number.
Oh, gosh.
It's just. E, do you know who Tootsie is?
Tootsie, yeah, it's a rapper. I probably played this song on here before.
We know Tootsie.
Yeah,
he's a big time rapper then.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Didn't he?
You know what he's doing?
He's signing with somewhere, isn't he?
Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Yeah.
In what sport?
Football. Yeah.
He's 25.
Yeah. I thought I was a little. Like,
Is he legit?
He looks legit, but everybody can
legit.
look legit
Yeah.
without pads.
Yeah.
I would just say to Syracuse, if you're signing 25-year-old
Tootsie.
rappers, you're probably not keeping up with the
But it seemed like a lot of people are going to Syracuse. Like if you look at their recruiting and all that. So
It says right
Oh,
here.
they
he's-
are?
It says right
Why?
here. He doesn't look.
yeah, I don't know. Like what's the big deal with Syracuse?
It says right here 5'8", 138. He doesn't look 138.
Yeah, no, I thought he was bigger than that.
All right.
He looked pretty shifty in the videos.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's hard on the FSU band, and deservedly so.
Okay.
I just still am, I don't like them playing over our band
No,
at
that's
our
fair.
house.
Sure.
Nor should we play over their band. I mean, I would think the two bands would work out the timing of each song.
I'm sure they're supposed to.
But anyway, allow me to throw some positivity towards Tallahassee.
Why?
Because
No,
that's-
I'm not going to allow that.
That's who I am.
It's still hate week.
One of my favorite Knowles of all time. I have 5.
Okay. I wonder if I can name the 5 favorite Knowles of all time. That'd be tough.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of them is aren't Edgar and Leroy both on there?
Edgar and Leroy. Drew.
Oh, you're counting those?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you got to go to
Oh,
all right.
Bobby?
No,
No?
I got another one.
Bobby, yeah.
Charlie Ward.
Charlie Ward.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Charlie Ward.
That's 4.
Great Nick.
I got them all.
That's 5.
Pretty okay. Bobby's the 5th.
Lee Lockett didn't make it.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't put him in there either. He's a Dodger fan.
Yeah. Hundreds of people gathered at the future site of the real Charlie Ward Champions Ranch off Capitol Circle in Tallahassee Monday. Charlie is building a facilities for empowering youth, and
He's coaching high school basketball over there. He was at last check. He's not
FAM.
in- Oh, that's right. I knew that. Yeah, got the FAM job. How are they doing?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a good question.
hard to win.
Yeah.
Hard to win against the big boys in basketball.
But I like that, and so.
Oh, by the way, man.
shout out to Charlie.
Prayers. Let's send prayers out this morning to UNF basketball.
Who they got?
Well, they play Gonzaga this week on the road. That's
Ooh, that's a tough one.
That's tough.
They go
You're gonna
from
fly-
playing.
Yeah, you're going to fly all the way to Spokane,
No disrespect.
Washington. Lose by 100.
They go from beating
like
I think it was Trinity.
something, or- yeah.
Like
Over the weekend.
111 to 60.
Yeah.
They're going to Gonzaga.
Whenever you check
It's a little step up in competition.
you must have done what I did, and I checked JU, UNF just to see where they were, how they were playing. And whenever you are looking at a team's schedule and you can't identify the abbreviations, it's not a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Like when they throw 3-letter, like they're playing, PQNL. What?
Right.
Who was that? Who was that? I have no idea. All right, I just got one question for you, and we'll sum up the 10-minute drill. And,
Okay.
And we'll come back with the power poll. I'm ready to get hectic.
Shoot. It's got to be big today.
Well, we'll see.
Number 3 seed in the AFC, baby.
FAM is at JU tonight, by the way. You can go see one of your favorite former Knowles.
Shout out.
Yeah, there you go. Charlie Ward in town, perhaps listening right now. All right.
Should have had him on the show today.
Take Lane Kiffin. We had Charlie on. Remember, he was not a lot of energy.
Charlie's Charlie.
He's a great guy.
You know who else was there, by the way? Warwick Dunn. I didn't like seeing that, by the way. Warwick Dunn's a great man.
Warwick
Love
Dunn
him.
was where?
At the Charlie
Oh,
Ward
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they're tight.
Yeah, great friends.
Warwick Dunn patterned his whole mannerisms and
Yeah.
speech after.
Warwick Dunn put a knife in my back once. I haven't forgiven him in 1993.
Yeah, that was the top. Well, that was actually a push in the back that did that.
It
So
was.
anyway, ask Monty Grow. Is he 3-man these days or no? Is Monty with us?
Yeah.
He's with us, but incarcerated perhaps? Do we know? Can we do a dive on that?
We can.
Monty was rough now. Look, who had the let's take Kiffin out.
Okay.
and because of our bias, we'll take Sumrall out.
Okay.
What was the most impressive hire? A lot of it settled. You've got Penn State's going to get the BYU guy.
Well, I
know who you like, so you're going to say the Michigan State.
Yeah,
hiring.
I like Fitzgerald, the Michigan State.
Yeah, and he's a Big Ten guy. That might work.
Yeah.
What was that? Somebody got in their feelings? Is what got him fired?
Yeah, they
got all.
He didn't know about the hazing, and he proved that he didn't know, and he won.
They fired him anyway before.
Well, they fired him before.
I got you.
And
I like Virginia Tech.
James Franklin.
That's
a
a
good
very
one.
good hire.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good
you know
one.
what? That's better.
Yeah,
that's probably better.
That's
a good.
I don't know if it's better. I don't know because Fitzgerald.
James Franklin won at Vandy and he won at Penn State.
And Fitzgerald won at Northwestern.
He won somewhat.
Rose Bowls.
Won.
You're going to Michigan State. You got a lot higher ceiling, I guess, and he knows the Big Ten.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I like them both.
But I do think that and Franklin now it's interesting. Gets to go SEC, Big Ten, now ACC. He'll hit them all. I think he'll find the ACC to be his easiest road.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, you want to get hectic?
Before we do, you know Mac Hollins.
Yeah.
Receiver,
always barefooted.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, man, go put some shoes on. Bro.
You know what
especially in the wintertime.
You know what he walked in last night?
No, I know it was crazy.
Like he always walks in
something crazy.
He arrives in the game with something.
Yeah.
Like he puts on like a lion outfit or something.
Right.
Or
sure, makes sense.
So, so he's now with the Patriots.
Yep,
that's right. He's all over the place. By the way, this dude
he was
now
in
is
Buffalo,
like
Miami. I think he's on the AFC East.
He was with the Falcons. I think he's been with the Raiders. He's been with a lot.
Yep.
But he's a good football player.
He's fine. He's a good fourth receiver.
Yeah.
No Jacoby Myers.
No. Mac Hollins walked in barefoot last night, but also with a tire and a crowbar in his hand.
Yeah, you know.
What's the message?
And a mechanic like
the overalls.
Overalls.
Super Mario.
I enjoy that.
Now, why in God's name would the Patriots not go back to their far superior uniforms? I mean, everybody and their brother is telling them these are by a mile your best uniform.
Terrific.
What are they? Do you think you're like? Do you think you're like the Augusta National? And if you start coverage at 4, it'll be better, right? Keep us wanting more. No,
right.
Go back to Patriot Pat in that uniform.
No, man.
It's the you go. By the way, and also the current Patriots uniform is black.
Yeah.
So you go from black to one of the best uniforms. And by the way, I say this: Eagles go back to your Kelly green, Falcons go back to your red helmet, your red or black jerseys. Bucks go back to the creamsicle. It's like you know how fashion comes back.
History repeats
And by the
itself.
way, we and fans hated those uniforms when they were in play.
Yeah.
When the Falcons first went from that red to that black, it was bad A. When the Patriots went from that Patriot Pat to that, it was, futuristic.
Give me the old Jets unis. Give me the
yeah.
All right, this is the drill on 1010XL, 92.5 FM, 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
That gets you a certificate to $20 certificate to Corner Pocket, which is a Billiards in Clay County, of course. And I got a $25 gift card to Witt's Frozen Custards. To learn more, head over to exploreclay.com and also head over to 1010XL.com. Our holiday gift ideas, holla at your boy.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Duval is back in the saddle as the Colts trot into town. The Cats ride the ponies in a stampede for the AFC South. Hey, stampede! Giddy up and hold on tight. It's a sprint to the finish line. Jaguars Colts, Sunday at 1 on the home of the Jaguars. 1010XL. 10XL.
Everything seems to be expensive these days. It's awfully tough to, quote, save money, but if you could, would you at least find out? I bet you would. That's what I did with Craig and Chris Kaprosky and the Kaprosky Agency. They actually found me an unbelievable homeowner's insurance policy. It didn't take $50 or $100. No, it took hundreds of dollars off my monthly mortgage payment. I'm in. And then what about auto insurance? You know how that kind of creeps up if you don't pay attention? Not with the Kaproskis. They are always on top of it. They give you an explanation, and they're always looking for better alternatives. So be it auto, flood, renters, homeowners, boat, life insurance, get a checkup. It's real easy, and they're very upfront. They'll say, hey, you got a great policy. We can't beat it. And if they can, they will. Easy to get a hold of them. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. That's all you got to do. Craig.Kaprosky KOPROSKI at goosehead.com, or call them 478-8422, 478-8422. They're Craig and Chris Kaprowski, part of the Goosehead family and part of our family as well.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosser here, and right now at Loan Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Need your weekly fix for Mexican street food? One Night Taco Stand has Jacksonville covered. Mondays, any burrito, just $7.99 with a soft drink purchase. On Taco Tuesday, enjoy any taco for just $3.49. And on Wednesdays, kids 12 and under eat for just $2. Perfect for the whole family. Find One Night Taco Stand in Mandarin, Orange Park, and Southside at Bay Meadows.
From the huddle to the perfect spiral.
We invite you into the lab so that you can truly learn the quarterback position.
The quarterback whisperer. He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Wrapped up by George Moore Chevrolet and Tyson Sound and Security on 1010XL.
Your pipes are leaking, don't get nervous. Fa la 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 la. Call Roll and reach for same day service. Fa la 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 la. He guarantees your satisfaction. Fa la 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 la. Call Roland and he'll spring into action. Fa la 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 la. This holiday season, if you have a leak and can't wait a week, dial 904-260-7059. And from the Roll and Reach family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price. They're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch. Today's Power Poll is brought to you by Royal Pest Services Jacksonville.
It's getting kind of hectic. Where do the Jaguars land now?
It's time to start getting some due here. I'm still amazed that they don't look at the overall depth of our victory totals. We've beaten some really good. At this point, wins. We got to win over the 8-4 Niners, and win over the 8-4 Chargers, and win over the 7-5.
It's time.
What about Carolina beating the Rams this weekend? How shocking was that?
It's time.
All right, what do we got?
We were 14th last week.
All right, we're going up. We're definitely going up. Can we crack the top 10 this week? There were a lot of other results. We had a win over, I'm going to say we're 12. We reached the dirty dozen.
I'm glad you said 12, Jeffrey, because I'm going 11.
Okay.
I don't think we're cracking the top 10 just yet.
One more win and we will. Next week they'll put us at 7.
Number 1 team in the NFL.
We could have a change at the top. It was the Rams before.
They played last night.
They sure did. The New England Patriots.
Yeah, I don't think they are, but I can see why they're voted there. I think the Patriots play the Bills next.
The number 2 team in the NFL. The LA Rams.
Yeah.
The number 3 team in the NFL. The Denver Broncos.
I think I believe in the Broncos more than the Patriots.
The number 4 team in the NFL. The Seattle Seahawks. The number 5 team in the NFL. The Green Bay Packers.
There's a team out there that right now I'm a little bit miffed if I'm a fan of the Bears. I'm 9-3. I got one of the best. They're getting the Jag treatment here a little bit.
They are. The number 6, they just went to Philly and beat the world champions.
Right.
At the link.
By the way, a Philly team
beat their ass.
A Philly team that you've kept telling us it was the best team until finally now you can't.
And ran down their throats.
Yeah.
Ran. Both guys over 100.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles are ahead of the Bears. They're number 6.
How's that possible, man?
The San Francisco 49ers.
8-4 against a team that just beat you in their place, man.
San Francisco 49ers are number 7.
Again, the Bears got a beef like us.
The Chicago Bears up 3 spots to number 8.
Problem is they're 9-3, and you gave me a bunch of 8-4s ahead of them.
I did. Number 9, the Buffalo Bills.
Man, I can get some street cred there.
Number 10.
Probably going to go Lions here.
Ooh. Oh, he got a power.
Got a little bit of something going on.
Number 10. The Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, 8-4. They've loved them for a while.
Colts are 5-0, and Jonathan Taylor rushes for 100 yards or more. Going up against the number 1 team and stopping the run, 82.4 yards per game, the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday.
I went behind enemy lines yesterday, and the Colt Nation is not optimistic. They're well aware that the Jags have beaten them 10 straight times.
Oh, yeah.
The Colts, by the way, this year on the road, 2-3.
Yeah.
So they're 6-1 at home. They're 2-3 on the road, and they're coming to a road place that is worse than the Nashville ever treated us.
Number 11.
Number 11. Parker Washington.
The Detroit Lions. Number 12.
Could go Bucks or somebody here.
The Houston Texans.
That's crazy, dude.
TLS. This list.
Number 13.
This list sucks.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
I mean, how behind the Texans?
X Factor for the final stretch. Defensive end Josh Hines Allen. It took Hines Allen 11 weeks to get his 3rd sack. In the past 2 weeks, however, he has 3 sacks and a league-high 16 quarterback pressures, 1 more than Cleveland's Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Jags need Hines Allen to maintain that surge because of injuries to Trayvon Walker and Eric Armstead.
How far have the Chiefs fallen, by the way?
Number 14, the LA Chargers. Number 15, the Dallas Cowboys. Number 16, the Kansas City Chiefs.
I think it's time to say that, we were all wrong, and the Chiefs are not going to be going anywhere. They keep having these must-win games. They keep losing them. They're out of time. You're out of touch.
They're not out of time.
They're done, man. They're 2 games back of all of us.
They're not done.
I think they're done.
6-6 is 11-6. 11-6.
They're not going 11-6.
I'm just saying. I agree, but they're not done, Matt. Until they're done.
Whoa, no, I'm not saying
the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been to 3 straight Super Bowls. Until they are mathematically eliminated, we cannot dismiss that.
I think you've taken me too literally. I'm telling you they're done. I know that mathematically they're not, and here, by the way, is the proof. You too think they're done.
Yeah.
Do you think the Chiefs are going to the playoffs at 6-6? No, I don't either, which is amazing. All right, think about all the playoff teams for a second, Dan.
Chiefs or Ravens?
Neither. Okay. Although the Ravens have an easier path with the division, but I'm not afraid of either one of those teams. They have just looked so sketchy, both of them.
Mm-hmm. Is there any way Joe Burrow could rattle off 5 in a row?
The problem is the schedule's kind of tough, isn't it? They're at the Bills this week.
They got
and they got the Ravens at home. If they beat the Bills this week, they're only 2 back in the Wallace column.
They could win the division.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, they have to. They're not getting in the wild card.
Right.
They've already got 8 losses. We won't have 8.
No.
Yeah, they're gonna have to win the division, but stranger things. And by playing Burrow and then pulling off that upset in Baltimore, it probably does. I guess last year they did the same thing. They were 4-8 and went 9-8 or something. Mm-hmm. They didn't get in. It wasn't enough. But all right. If you've seen this quote already or heard this quote from this coach already, then we'll say who it is and you can move along. But can you identify this head coach whose team is in the playoff hunt when asked about their mindset and mentality going into this game? He said, and I quote, "It's going to be like most weeks. We're going to go into the game and try and tear their tonsils out." Do you know who said that? Did you see that quote?
I did, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah. Who does it sound like it would be?
Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, right. Or or Vrabel or Dan Campbell or Andy Reid. Tear the tonsils out quote, which is
on every play.
Yeah, he woke up and shows violence, man. That doesn't sound like Andy Reid. I thought, hold on there. I thought you were great googly moogly.
Andy, this is Logan Cook.
Yes, you guys will get along well. Your next punter.
What'd y'all think about the Pittsburgh fans saying fire Mike Tomlin?
I love it. He's way overdue. That man has dodged it forever. Yes. Now the cat's out of the bag. It's no longer the dirty secret of the unfair Pittsburgh fan base. And all these Tomlin haters are going to be proven to be right. They've been screaming about it for 5 years, and nothing has happened in those 5 years, and nothing's going to happen.
Well, because they didn't get him a quarterback.
Yeah.
You got to have a quarterback.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
He's able to cobble together 9 and 8 seasons with Mason freaking Rudolph, and
they go beyond that. They're breaking down. They know how it is. The scheme and the system and the play call, and you got this guy on that guy. I mean, they desperately.
I just think it's time for a party.
Yeah, that's me too.
I don't know he'd be fired. I think the Rooneys bring him in, and I
keep
think
him in the front office or something.
No, I think he probably get rejuvenated going somewhere else. He'll get scooped up. Somebody will want him to be their coach.
I knew, and he'd be the right guy for the right team.
Yeah,
but it's because they're not the minority anymore.
Yeah,
the majority of Steeler fans have had it with the mediocrity of it. The bottom line, Pittsburgh is a proud franchise, man.
Very.
Mike Tomlin in 18 years has won a playoff game in 4 of those 18 seasons. That's not the Steelers' expectation. I'm not saying he's been to the playoffs more, but that doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. You think anybody in Pittsburgh or here, by the time your 3rd or 4th year, if you lose round 1, it doesn't feel like you did anything.
And once in 16.
Yeah.
A game, a playoff game.
So there you go. And by the way, gave up some historically
but I'll say
bad
this,
numbers.
Before, his Prosser's like killing him.
I'm not killing him.
Killing him.
Yeah.
You're killing the guy who just went the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 12-4, 9-7, 9-8, 10-7, and 10-7.
Yeah,
and that's with Kenny Pickett for 2 of them.
Logan cooking that man,
and Danger Russ, and Old Man Rogers. Yeah. So had to go with Rudolph for a year, the red-nosed quarterback. Then you had Big Ben for a lot of years.
Look, you're a prohibitive favorite at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars as the top seed, and with Ben Roethlisberger, and you can't be. I mean, it goes back that far. These dudes haven't won a playoff game since before then.
I get it.
So that's all. I appreciate Mike Tomlin forever. I've backed him. I've taken his side. But right now, yes, I will join. It's time. So, yeah, I'm killing him. It's time for – it's not a terrible coach. He'll be a good coach in the right spot. But, yeah.
10-7 the last 2 years.
I finally feel like it's like Steeler fan there.
Pickett and Wilson, 10-7, 10-7.
Dang, Logan Cook.
That's pretty good.
Well, you leave out this part. They were like 8-2 last year, and the top seed went 10-7 and lost the first game in the playoffs with like no points.
Yeah.
They just – anyway, to your point, without a quarterback, who knows how good you can be?
How can you do it? I mean, and
the other side is you need to bottom out because he wins enough that you're always picking 21st. It's hard to find him there.
They try. They've gone. They're in that Colts rotation of quarterbacks.
It's stupid
now.
It's just dumb.
Well, I mean, what else do you do? I'd rather take a guy who I think might have a little left as opposed to Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, but you don't. You're. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have any left.
Yeah.
Russ didn't have any left. And
Aaron Rodgers, by the way, shredded his receivers. Did you hear that?
He was always doing that.
Yeah,
he was right.
He was bad the other night.
If they're not going to the damn, they said, well, how do you improve? He goes, well, maybe everybody ought to come to the meetings, and then when I change the route, they ought to run the right route.
He got mad at the one. The guy went out, and he was expecting him to go in. And
he called himself out, too.
Yeah.
He said he overdid some balls.
Well, that's his MO. That's nothing new. Are we
Yeah, we got to go.
Yeah, okay. Let's take a quick break. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Big toys for big boys. Much more. We feel for our friends at Catlin. They got hit about as hard as Ole Miss grad Jackson Dart in last night's Monday Nighter with Lane Kiffin off to LSU. So, all right, this is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's a snapshot in time.
Unbelievable concentration.
But in the end, there's always a play that stood out.
And there's the biggest play of the day.
Listen for the performance painting high-performance play of the game on 1010XL.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval!
It's the holiday season, gang, and my friends at Beards Diamonds are stocking up like never before. You have to rush right in right now. It's early December, but when you're ready, Beards is more than ready. It's Jacksonville's local diamond powerhouse. No middleman pricing on exquisite diamonds. Unlike the other stores in the town center, Beards is not a Wall Street-owned jeweler. They are family-owned. Say hi to the Lupos when you go in there. They'll take great care of you by great people here in Jacksonville. And they run circles around those conglomerate stores that claim to have direct pricing. Beards beats them every day. You're wondering about lab-grown diamonds? Beards will teach you. They have natural and lab-grown. And don't forget, they're ready. Case after case of fashion jewelry, rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, colored gemstones, pearls, yellow gold. You do not need to shop anywhere else. Beards is local. They got a massive selection. They stand behind what they sell. They take care of local customers. And they're 100% accountable because they live here. Shop local, shop Beards, I say. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Shops call it an inspection and flag any little thing. That's called a wallet flush. At AA Automotive, they don't play that game. They fix only what needs fixing. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is former NFL quarterback David Garrard. If your knees have taken a beating and you're finally ready to do something about it, then let Southeast Orthopedic take a look. Come on, do your knees a favor.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Jacksonville.
In Northeast Florida, power outages are unavoidable, but losing comfort, security, and peace of mind doesn't have to be. With a Generac home standby generator from American Electrical Contractors, your power comes back on automatically the moment an outage begins. As Jacksonville's leading and one of the longest-running Generac dealers, American Electrical Contracting has the experience you deserve. Be prepared. Protect your home and family. Protect your business. Generac standby generators from American Electrical Contractors. Call 737-7770 or online at american-electrical.com.
Tired of dealing with clogged drains? What about bad smells coming from your pipes? You need to call Duck Duck Rooter, your plumbing pros in Northeast Florida. Duck Duck Rooter can help with any plumbing issue at your home or business. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months, but this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. A victory Monday for the Jags, and head coach Liam Cohen credited the play of his QB.
I thought he was much more accurate, like a 50-yard pass.
JU Dolphins hit the home court this evening, hosting Florida A&M. Hear the play-by-play on 1010 XL AM stream beginning at 6:45. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:15 and 67 degrees, your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. It's great to be a Florida Gator.
Yeah!
I am honored and humbled to be the head football coach of the University of Florida.
Damn right, John.
I'm a winner. That's what he said. That's the part I like. I'm a winner, man.
Winners
I came here
win.
to win. Winners win. I'm a winner. Look
Winner.
it up. We'll find out. We'll be looking it up in about a year. That's for sure. Are we wearing the Prowler this weekend?
Didn't Big Bo say something about that?
Did he? Did Bo mention the Prowler?
I thought he did. I could be tripping.
I think it's a Prowler weekend.
It's that Prowler jersey going this weekend, a big one against the Colts.
Speaking of doing the right thing with the uniforms.
Yeah. Yep. Make that permanent.
Yeah. Yeah, you say the Patriots.
That's a lot more subtle than the others, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
It is a better looking threads.
Yeah.
For sure.
You said something in the 6 o'clock
Damn
hour.
right
You're
I
on
did.
your own here on this island, buddy.
All right.
So if you're right, I'll give you props here in a week or two.
All right.
Or next week.
Okay.
You keep telling me that if Duke wins the ACC championship, they're going to be in the playoffs.
That's right.
And they're not.
Okay.
But
then you
but
know what?
if you're right, I will
Yeah,
because
okay.
I'm telling you, you're by yourself on this
Okay,
from all.
good. All right.
Do you know that Tulane beat Duke, right?
Huh?
You know Tulane beat Duke.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. They're the champion of a Power 4 conference. You know who runs these things?
Yeah, I know.
You know where the suits come from. They don't come from.
I just think you're wrong.
FCS.
I don't think there's enough.
I'll tell you this
climb
too.
for that. They got 5 losses.
Yeah, they won.
5.
They won a major conference. Okay, that is worth 100 James Madison wins. We're not talking about Tulane. Tulane's in.
Tulane. No, Tulane ain't in. They're going to lose to an all.
Well, then whoever. That team is in. We're talking about so people know. I'm not saying that, I'm saying a second
Yeah, I guess it would be James Madison.
Piddly League is not getting in over the big boys. They're just not going to do that. And then now, the only thing I would tell you, if they can find a way to keep Duke out and get Miami in, then that's a different story. Okay, then I would say, okay, you can put in this. But it's already watered down. Tulane, God bless him. Jon Sumrall's our new coach. Tulane has no business in a 12-team playoff.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Why are we rewarding teams for playing complete different games than the rest? I don't understand.
Yeah, I heard Sark yesterday again, and he makes good points. I'm just like, Sark, I'm sorry, bro. Somebody's not coming.
Sark, shut up. You lost to Florida, bro.
Yeah.
10-2, you're in.
Sark has one good point, and he's fair, and it's right. This whole thing was one of the main reasons
that you played that game.
This was started is to have these out-of-conference games that are cool. So we don't have these throwaway weeks like we did this year, like 3 or 4 Saturdays where we sit there on Friday and go, oh, God, there's not really any good games at all this week. That's where college football fails as they chase the NFL model. So they said, well, what if we go to a 12-team and now a 16-team playoff eventually, right? Well, if we do that, here's what's going to be great, man. You can play because it won't matter if you lose a game or two. Okay, great. So Texas, Ohio State schedule. But if Texas had played Ohio or if Texas had played the Roadrunners, they'd be 10-2 and they'd be in because they got 3 wins over top 10 teams.
Here's where to me, that logic is faulty.
Mm-hmm.
That would all make sense if you didn't lose to a 4-8 team.
Well, that was their first SEC game, bro.
I don't care if it was their 15th or their 0th. They lost to a 4-8 team. That hurts you against the comparisons.
Right now, Texas is one of the 12 best teams in the country.
I don't know if I agree with that.
100%. They just beat Texas A&M by 10 points,
I'm not
bro.
sure Texas A&M is.
Have you seen Arch's stats over the last 5 games, 6 games?
Yeah, where we talked about it before the Texas A&M game. Yeah,
he's been playing great.
Okay, Man, you blow like the wind on this Texas team 2 weeks ago. They weren't the top 20.
No, I don't give a damn.
One of the 12 best.
I got no problem because, like I said, it's 11, 12, and 13. It doesn't much matter to me. I'm just saying that
Texas is.
Here's the beauty of this, and this goes back to what I've said for years, and you yell at me all the time about it. It remains, you have to define the way that teams get in. You win the AFC South, you get in. You have one of the top 3 best records. If you're not a division champ, you get in.
You know what? You can't do that until you get rid of the Tulanes and James Madisons of the world, and then you can come up
so
with
be it. Define it.
Well, that's where we're headed, toward the Super Conference. I don't know what they're waiting on.
Yeah, go ahead and
narrow
define
it down and forget those other cast-offs. They're wasting space. Yeah. And it's a fair point. Like, I will say this about Texas. James Madison could play Texas 18 weeks in a row. They lose by 20 all 18. The problem starts when the idiotic media starts ranking these teams based on their wins over Liberty rather than Vanderbilt. It's just so apples and oranges. What started as a nice participation award, here's an attaboy, it was intended for that special Boise State team that goes 12-0 and had beaten Oregon. It was designed for those teams. It wasn't designed for Tulane to lollygag through a year and get a playoff spot. And so that's why I will triple down. The ACC champion is getting in the playoff. They're not going to put 2 little brothers in and take all that cash away from their league. I believe that.
You do?
I do.
How much do you believe it, Jeff?
Well, if Duke is 9-5, they're better than however and
That's not what I asked you. How much are you willing to put up now, ladies and gentlemen? Are you willing to do a wheel spin?
Only if you are.
I am.
Yeah.
If Duke wins,
Duke's not
they
gonna
ain't
win.
in.
I'm not putting a wheel spin in a right thing. I'm making an opinion. By the way,
you're welcome to your opinion.
If we're gonna vet every disagreement with the wheel spin, we'll be here.
Every disagreement?
Yeah.
This is not every disagreement.
This is not that big a deal. You're arguing for James Madison.
No, I'm just confident that I'm right in this situation, and it's an easy wheel spin for me to take home.
Well, the problem is...
Because I think you're on an island on this one. I think the general consensus by all the boys is that
I can't believe that
Duke ain't getting in.
I can't believe...
There's no shot of them getting in.
I can't believe there is a nation of football observers that feel like James Madison should get in over anyone from the ACC.
Yeah.
I put Wake Forest in, for Pete's sake.
I may not even disagree with that, but I'm just telling you what I know. Duke ain't getting in if they win. And I'm willing. Well,
so Duke's win over number 16 Virginia. I'm not. Yeah.
No.
Duke's win over. So Duke's win over number 16 Virginia won't affect how people look at him.
No, not with 5 losses.
Yeah,
5.
I don't care how many losses they have. They won the ACC.
You think Texas will secede?
Good. Yeah.
Who's not going to get in? Whose spot is Duke taking?
No one's. Mm-hmm. They're an ACC champion. That's part of the bylaws.
Yeah. Well,
and they made this to protect a dominant lower level team. Last year's Boise State. That's who this is supposed to protect, and it's supposed to protect one of them. It's not supposed to protect 2. So Coastal Carolina and Liberty and James Madison and freaking Kane, y'all don't count.
Freaking Kane.
We'll say that you count, but you just don't count. You don't get to go to the playoff. You're James Madison.
Okay. Again. So just so we're clear.
Yes, just so we're clear. I'll stand by it. Yeah, I'll bet you $100. I'm not doing a wheel spin over Duke football, but I'll bet you Chris Benjamin that if Duke wins, they will go in. That's 100%. I'll bet you right now. If Duke wins the ACC, unless, again, there's one asterisk. Unless Miami, they wiggle Miami in there, they could keep Duke out. But if the committee... It finds a way to eliminate the ACC for James Madison, I'd be shocked. And I don't believe it'll happen.
This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Get hit by the man in the back, Tommy Mack.
I'm bringing you straight to the gridiron to show you what it's like to put on the Jags helmet and pads.
Fridays on Jaguars Today. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville, DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Get more Gators
and more Prosser and Hicken. Unfiltered.
Football insight, analysis, and critique from your breakfast buddies on the Swamp Sessions podcast
From Voodoo Brewing Company.
right after every game.
Streamed live on the 1010XL social channels.
Driven by Atlantic Infinity.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
This episode brought to you by Prize Picks. It's the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports, bowl games, basketball, playoff pushes. Man, it's all happening. And while you and I out here making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, what game to watch, there's one place where it feels good to be right, and that's Prize Picks. Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. I like that, man. Prize Picks puts their users first. All withdrawals are fast and secure. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 1010XL. $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. After you play that $5 lineup, that's code 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, gang, Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, hospitality projects. Maybe it's top-tier residential service. No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and good old-fashioned hard work. They're your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team. Lloyd's is the only name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. That's Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
How do you know that your roof is ready for the next big storm? You don't. That's why you need to call me. I'm Ronnie, the owner of Brandon Roofing. We'll assess your roof and fix those issues before they become storm disasters. Visit BrandonRoofing.com today to schedule your free roofing quote.
License number CCC 1328006.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I talked about the hits in the game last night by Christian Ellis. There was another there was some unbelievable moments in Monday Night Football last night. The Patriots, by the way, this is unfortunate, but looks like they found themselves a baller at quarterback.
Yeah, yep.
And when you do that, it's not fair. Like they just had Tom Brady. They should be like the Dolphins. After Marino.
And they weren't bad when they had Drew Bledsoe.
But there was another moment last night. What's my man's name? Is it Young-Hoo Kim? What's the kicker's name? Your former Falcon great?
Kim? I don't know. He's terrible.
Did you see what he did last night?
No, I missed that. I turned that game off. He got out of hand.
Did you see what he did last night?
No, I didn't see what he do.
Google Young-Hoo.
I was watching my Hawks.
And watch him kick. This is the most incredible kick that I, or E has ever seen.
This guy's a
Describe this.
magician. Okay, Dan is now getting up from his chair. He's taking Dan's the kicker. He's backed himself into a corner here. Looks like he's lining up for the kick. He's kind of hunched over a little bit, turned a little caddy corner to the holder. He's snapping. Here he comes. He's
yeah, that's like me with my pitching wedge.
Yeah, he stubbed his foot into the ground behind the ball. Did he even make contact with the ball?
I saw that. I did see that.
Yeah, I mean that guy Kim steals from whoever signs him. So
I mean,
he's stealing money.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's we need to do
It was unbelievable.
I think we need to do a ceremony
for.
I think we now have.
Like it.
I think we have some long lost partners. It's time to bid adieu and wish them well in their future endeavors. But I think, and it's been an exciting relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some good times.
Okay,
they have been a big part of a turnaround in our life. But we've reached a point here where we kind of feel like they're just holding us back, and we're going to have to go forward. So if you want to effort and somehow get Spiro Dides and Adam Archuleta on the phone. We can just tell them how much we've appreciated them as they've watched us week after week get kind of low on the totem pole when it comes to the assigned announcers. But, as we move on to these bigger games and out of the realm of, 3 and 8, you can expect to get more Kevin Harlan and Ian Eagle and Jim Nance and the boys.
No, we want Dides.
For example, this week we'll have Spiro Dides and Adam Archuleta. They'll be in New York for Dolphins-Jets. Meanwhile, here in Jacksonville with the Colts coming to town, we'll have Ian Eagle, J.J. Watt, and Evan Washburn.
That's disappointing.
By the way, and I don't know if it just coincides with some good fortune, I kind of like Dides and Archuleta. I think they should be up higher. We've had lower ones before that I never really.
Dides is they're 8 or 9-0 in their last 9 Jags games.
Yeah, I believe it. Well, the one sideline girl told Trevor she was undefeated with him.
Aditi.
Yeah.
Aditi.
Yeah, but I like Spiro Dides.
Well, she works with Spiro and Archuleta.
I thought you were saying Dides. Spiro Dides.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Spiro Dides, Adam Archuleta.
And then the other girl's is also named Didi?
Aditi.
Okay, see, that's why I got
It's Spiro
confused.
Dides.
Yes, correct.
It's Aditi Kinkababarura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Adam Archuleta.
And Adam Archuleta.
They got a lot going on there.
They have done the last 9 Jags games that they've done, we've won.
And they've done most of our games, and that's the point, like I said.
And they've done the last 3 in a row.
So they had the Chargers game. Maybe we will see them again. Maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. I don't know what the order is. I know
where's Nance
and Romo are at Steelers Ravens.
Yeah, see, that's just that they're wrong on that one.
Not to the nation.
That's just because of the
No,
name.
they're not. That's the national game. That's what the nation is most interested in.
Neither of those teams are as good as the Colts or Jaguars.
I don't disagree. I agree with you 100%. But I do think that's the game that would probably appeal to most of the country. Harlan and Green, they get an NFC game on CBS. They get Saints-Bucks. Ugh.
They got screwed.
And then Spiro Dides and Adam Archuleta, again, Dolphins and Jets. And just in case you're wondering, Andrew Catalon. I'm not a big fan of the Catalon Charles Davis, your boy, that and Jason McCourty. We've had them too.
I love Charles.
Yeah, I know you do.
I am here. I know it's wrong. But I am here for it on social media. This Lane Kiffin stuff coming out of Oxford is terrific.
Yeah, I assume it's all photoshopped and AI'd. A lot of it, at least.
It's not all photoshopped.
Well, like some real stuff.
It's real. And it's spectacular.
Yeah.
The yoga moms are even chiming in
Oh,
The yoga moms that he's hit on? Or just in general?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It's hot yoga.
Okay. I hear it's a hit right now.
He does hot yoga.
Yeah. I've thought about dabbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the yoga moms.
What's the difference in hot yoga and yoga?
Make it 180
It's
degrees
like in
in
like
there.
a sauna.
I was going to say the yoga.
Yoga in a sauna.
You have to be hot to go do hot yoga. I was thinking maybe it's an attractiveness
That's
thing.
what Lane tells me.
Yeah.
They say Lane will roll in like 20 minutes late.
Of course.
And Lane will leave early, and Lane does his own workouts, and they were just having fun with it. But the yoga moms, the hot yoga moms, I don't know if they're hot moms, but they're hot yoga moms.
Hot yoga mom. Okay.
They're there. But the best ones are the
hot yoga.
The young girls who are putting the texts back and forth where Lane's trying to get them to come on over.
Yeah, it's trying to, yeah.
Dear. Oh.
Trying to, yeah. He's on the bloomer watch. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Now there's talk that the dog was fake.
What dog?
Juice.
Who's Juice?
Juice Kiffin.
Oh.
His dog was fake?
Well, he never lived with the dog or something.
What?
They put that out there. It's incredible. Like I said, I'm here for it. I'm just enjoying you know what I am, E?
Uh-huh. Eating popcorn, yeah. Sipping sips tea. That's it.
I'm just sitting back watching.
Yeah.
Sitting back watching. And it is a little bit shallow on the Ole Miss people for doing it now because they're mad, as opposed to covering for it when they weren't mad.
Right. Yeah.
So I think they get that too, but they don't care, which I also applaud. How's Catlin doing? Have you?
I
talked
haven't
to
heard
him?
from him. Other than the group text. I mean, he's. I don't know. I think he's probably like most. And
I hope he hates it.
I saw this video and it wasn't AI, or maybe it was. Did Sora put it out, or is this the AP? But I enjoy it as Kiffin was taxiing off the runway. You had that collection of Ole Miss fans that were just standing there.
Oh yeah, that was real.
Flipping him off.
Yeah.
I mean, there were like 100 of them.
That's great.
They all go down to the airport, and as he's taxiing away, and they're all just got the middle finger
It's
extended.
passionate. Take your time out to go do that.
That's fair. That's fair. What did we decide? Are we on the hundo or no? I want my money.
Oh, you want to bet?
Straight cash, homie.
What is the bet?
I feel that if
Duke-
if Duke wins, they're going in the playoff. It won't be
I'll
James
bet you
Madison.
$100 right there.
All right, good.
Duke will not be in the
There you go.
playoffs.
So that, but for all the people, all the
E.
hard asses out there in the audience that are big wheel spin guys, because they're all putting their keister on the line. Yeah. I feel strong enough to back it, but I'm not putting a wheel spin on Duke football ever.
Right.
As long
So
as
E, you're the arbitrator here.
The bet is if Duke is in, Jeff get 100.
If Duke wins the AC, all right. Now I am putting because I've said this all along.
All right.
The ACC is getting a team. In other words,
I'm not making that bet.
Well, if Duke wins, and then they can't put an ACC team in. So that's a fair bet. The only way they do it is if somehow Miami's in the 10 and Duke loses out on the, quote, ranking part of it. Like your conference champion isn't ranked higher. It's a big, huge mistake that I think they would rectify. James Madison shouldn't be higher ranked than Duke. It's just different.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Whatever. Duke's not going to win. Virginia's going to beat them. Although it is the ACC, anything can happen.
Yes.
If Duke wins, they get the invite over a sixth conference champion. That's the bet.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So the bet is E. Go ahead, please arbitrate.
So the bet is if Duke gets in,
yes,
Jeff gets 100.
Right.
If Duke does not get in,
if Duke wins the ACC and doesn't get in,
right,
Dan gets 100.
Yes.
Right. There we go.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
Woo! Excited.
I'm rich. I'm rich.
Based on the Friday 5-pack, so somehow we'll both manage to lose a hundo.
We'll take a break, come back with more. This is The Drill on 1010XL, 92.5 FM. Breakfast on me.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
Hey, Hicken here for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium service for the life of your doors. Nothing more frustrating than when that garage door misfires. You're trying to get into your house and won't come up. It won't go down. It's stuck. It keeps going up and down. But if mine ever does, I take action. I call action. And then they take action. And Action Garage Door is a winner. And I appreciate him. And it's Jeff Bernard. I just called Jeff. His staff, his crew, they're on it. Right? It's not some corporate where you got to call a phone service and get to this person, leave a message, and get to that person. No. Call Jeff. His people are on it. They've been doing it for 25 years. So let me tell you something. They are the preeminent. They are the champion here in Jacksonville, FLA. Nobody does it better than Jeff Bernard and his guys. I've been in my house for a long time. And when you get that garage door opener of today, brings features like smart home integration, quiet operation, and added security. Listen, Hick, what do? GarageDoor911.com. GarageDoor911.com for Action Garage Door. Garage Door 1.
Running a small business is tough, so the Florida Small Business Development Center at UNF provides a free business checkup, a personalized analysis that helps you boost profits, your online presence, and increase your company's value. No cost, no strings attached. It's guidance from experts who understand what it takes to succeed in business. Whether you're just starting out or ready to expand, it's time to act. Complete a request for consulting at unf.edu/SBDC.
Did you know that an annual coating inspection can extend the life of your building by years? Catching early signs like hairline cracks, fading, and moisture intrusion helps prevent costly repairs down the road and keeps your property looking its best. Our team at Performance Painting helps you stay ahead of maintenance with professional inspections and long-lasting coating solutions. Protect your building, protect your budget. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a free inspection. Performance Painting, repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting!
Local 234 plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and thank you to all the members and contractors for their continued support and partnership. Together, they've helped build a stronger foundation for Jacksonville since 1901. Enjoy spending time with your friends and families this holiday season. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Local 234, make the right connection. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296. Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429. Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, but we both want to know, have you done your will? It's something you need to do, something you need to take care of, something to get on your to-do list, but don't just leave it there. Get it done. You got to get your assets to the people that you choose. You work hard for your money. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you out with your decisions. He'll provide you all the info needed. It'll make it all your choices easy. They're the Hinson Law Firm, and they got all the answers. If you have questions, reach out. 527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Look around and we know you've got options for gasoline, but those other places, they're not in the business of more. At Shell, that's what you get every day. Members get more rewards, more savings, more special offers. You'll even get 10 cents per gallon off of your first fill when you sign up and save on every fill after that. Choose to get more and more with every drive. Join the Shell Fuel Rewards program today at fuelrewards.com. Offer valid at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply. Visit fuelrewards.com for more information.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Welcome back to the program. This is The Drill. We got as big a game as we've had a regular season game at the bank on Sunday since the Titans game to end 23. Right? Or 22. To end 22.
Yeah, to end 22.
To end 22. The Titans game in 22.
That was the playoffs, because playoffs was 23.
We won the South.
Yeah.
That game. We haven't had a game with that type of magnitude since that game.
Regular season?
Yeah.
I think it just because of where it felt like was the 49ers game we had in the middle of the year in 23 when we were kind of the good teams that have been beating us pretty solid, but to your point, it wasn't what this one is.
Yeah.
And part of that reason is shout out the AFC South deciding to show up.
Yeah.
We got 3 teams in legitimate playoff consideration now. It's going to be fascinating. I think, and again,
is the most dangerous team of those 3 Houston?
No, I disagree.
I would say Houston.
I put Houston 3 on the danger list among the 3.
Us?
Yeah.
Jags?
And the
That's
Colts,
fair.
I think they're both more dangerous. They're such a one-trick pony. They play no offense. Their offense is bad.
It's not bad. C.J. Stroud is back. Nico Collins is elite.
They scored 10 here.
Yeah.
At full strength against our defense.
And then they scored 29 there.
Yeah, I know.
Their
That was kinda
defense is elite.
The defense is elite.
So if they've got the best defense and their offense has room to improve, obviously. Their ground game is not great. Their O-line is shaky. But I don't think they're I think, and by the way, they're probably playing the best football of the let me put it this way. I'm more scared of Houston than Indy. How about that? Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah. But also, it's easy to say now. We've already faced
And we're going to have
Houston
our
twice.
By the way, we're going to see if we're the NFL's best run defense on Sunday.
we're going to see. Yeah. This we can say.
Because we're getting the best running back in the game coming through.
Seems like every week.
And that guy's become our new Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah.
He has torched
He's been tearing us up. Us up.
He had a 200 against us. I'm pretty sure.
Well, and he's also been bottled up a couple of weeks in a row. Those great running backs, they don't stay down for a month.
No.
Something, and I know we're number one. It doesn't feel like we've had a dominant rush defense at all. Maybe we're getting ahead of teams and they're
it don't
having to
feel like
throw.
that.
I know. But
I'm
we are.
Like you watched that game the other day, bip. I remember.
Yeah, but that was it. Then they stopped.
Yeah, because they fell behind and we made them pass. So let's get ahead, I guess, is important. I think Daniel Jones is going to give us the ball. I feel real good about the Jags' chances this week.
Jonathan Taylor's had a 177, a 116, and a 253 against us.
Yeah,
253.
The last 3?
No.
Yeah, it's in general.
Yeah.
Well, that's not
177 last January though.
That
up
last
there.
game of the year,
yeah.
we could have had a chance to win.
Down here though, he misses games too.
Yeah,
so he
that's
hadn't
fair.
played against us since 23. So
and what did he do here in 23?
8 for 19.
Okay, and what about in 21 or 22? Didn't he play? Was he hurt again that year?
Jacks 9 for 54.
See, we're beating all those games are coming up there on that turf. We've been beating the Colts here. I can't imagine we'd be beating him if he's been going off. So priority 1. And by the way, that they know that.
They know that.
They know that. We know that. I tell you one thing I really like, Hick, about Liam Cohen. To cross-pollinate here for just a second. I'm far enough into this that I really like this, and this doesn't apply to all coaches and doesn't make them bad or good. But I am to the point that when Liam Cohen tells me something, I believe him. I don't think he's shading it one way to either protect or extra criticize one of his players. For instance, when Liam Cohen and they came out of that sketchy pass game at Arizona where they turned it over, they threw 3 interceptions. The pass game looked wobbly at times. It came on late, made plays in the fourth quarter, and they won. And remember what Liam Cohen said after that game? I'm more and more confident in the passing game. I finally feel like I can call it both ways. And the timing feel like, well, are you just kind of fluffing up your guys here and keeping them confident? Well, then you fast forward to Houston, and they come out of the gates, play action, and throw it, 6 of the first 7 snaps. And I think whether or not it would have been successful, I think it showed his genuineness when he said, I'm confident in this passing game. I'm getting more and more confidence in it. And as you become a good team, the reason that's important, and you know this, Ick, sometimes you're going to face a team where you need to run it on them. Yeah. And sometimes you're going to face a team where you're going to have to be able to throw it on them. And at least when he said he had improving confidence in that, at least the first game after making that comment, they acted like it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the success came. So we'll see.
Well, we'll see. But I'm more worried about Houston and what they have left. I think the Colts could easily slip back. Yeah.
A big game this week.
I think we got a great opportunity here to make the playoffs and to win the South. I don't know if we'll win the South, but we got a great chance to do it.
You're playing in, though, to something that I said. I feel like I said this yesterday, and I didn't get agreed with. Mm-hmm. And as I watched the Houston Indy,
because you said it.
Maybe, especially from your perspective.
What about Ease?
Trust me, he knows. He knows.
Okay. Know the vibes.
Yeah, he knows. Right. At the end of the day, here's what happened. I was watching bits and pieces during the commercial of Indianapolis and Houston. Mm-hmm. And it occurred to me, we steered everyone wrong all last week. We wanted the Colts to win that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
We wanted the Colts to win.
We got to put the Texans out.
We're playing them twice. We got them this week at home. We'd win and be in the exact same position. Give the Texans the kill shot and get them
out of there.
Right,
tell me right now the final records between the three, and we'll head off to break.
Okay. Let's look at. I got to know the schedules. Can't do it without the schedule.
I know the final record of one of them.
What is it?
12-5.
All right, let's get this. All right, the Jags, we know. All right. I think the Jags are going to go 3-2.
Okay.
And I don't know exactly how it's going to break out, but I think most likely losses at Indy and Denver.
Music to your ears. 11-6.
Okay, so that would be a lot. So I'll have the Jags at 11-6.
Okay.
All right. Houston is right now 7-5.
Yes.
Okay, let me just pull up the schedule real quick here.
Please do.
All right, they're okay. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go 3-2 also. So I think they'll be 10-7.
10-7.
And then Indy
11-5.
Let's see. Indy 11-6.
11-6.
All
10-7.
Okay, and Indy right now is 8-4. All right, I think they're going to go 2-3. What does that make them?
10-7.
10-7.
11-6, 10-7, 10-7.
That's what I think. I mean, I don't know.
I just say
Indy by far at Jax, at Seattle, San Francisco at home, Jacksonville at home, at Houston.
Again, there is a scenario where Indy doesn't win a game.
That or a scenario where they play okay and they go 1-4.
Yeah. So
I wonder about Week 17 and a potential flex against the Jags. I wonder. I'll have to see what else is on the Week 17 schedule.
I got a feeling that Indy at Houston game is going to be for a playoff spot.
It might be. I hope it is, and I hope we're safely resting with a home game against the Tennessee Titans.
I hope we need to beat the Titans to win the South. That's probably what will happen, and that'd be great because we will. This is The Drill on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Go! Your play-by-play home of Bulldogs football is 1010XL.
The Bulldogs State Championship chase continues against Cardinal Gibbons. Friday night at 7 on 1010 AM.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
RestoPros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
RestoPros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
RestoPros!
All right, gang, Hickett here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Nobody does better and takes better care of your skincare needs, your skincare products than Beaches Dermatology. I had a hydrofacial over there. Let me tell you what I'm getting BWR for Christmas. A hydrofacial. It's like a massage of your face. It's so relaxing, man. It's awesome. So check those out. And then they want to remind you to protect your skin from the sun, even in the winter months, right? We're in the Sunshine State. That sun's out all day, man. Protect it. Floppy hats, long sleeve dry fit, sunscreen, whatever it takes. If something does show up, go see Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz. Dr. Fader will do the Mohs surgery if you need it. But get it checked out so you don't need it. If something shows up, get it checked out immediately. All you do is go online, beachesdermatology.com, find the location best to serve you. I go to the one off Solana Road. Shout out, beachesdermatology.com and Beaches Dermatology for all your skincare needs.
Morgan Conley Roofing isn't just repairing roofs. He's building a legacy for generations to come. Born here, built here, staying here. MorganConleyRoofing.org. License number CCC 1333544.
It's your lemon pepper guy, Leon Cersei here. My friends at Wingstop have the ultimate tailgate for you. Go to 1010XL.com to register to win a 100-piece wing party complete with fries, veggie sticks, and dips. That's 1010XL.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, it's Dan Hicken with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results.
I'm Brendan from Checkmate Coatings. Our precision coatings make your floors the MVP of any space.
Slam dunk your floors at checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
The holiday season is the season of love. If you're getting engaged now or just looking for that unforgettable gift for the woman you love, Beards Diamonds is here for you. This Christmas, Beards is proud to showcase the world's premier designers in both bridal and fashion, like Crown Ring, engagement rings and bands fit for royalty. Crown Ring brings your dreams to life with a vast selection of styles and spectacular precious metals. Beards is showcasing the entire Crown Ring collection with unmatched craftsmanship, design, and comfort. Beards Diamonds is the town center's local jeweler. So at Beards, you never have to settle for corporate chain store quality. We've put together our best selection ever of exquisite jewelry for the holidays. From the newest designer styles to classic diamond studs and diamond bracelets, with your choice of natural or lab-grown diamonds. Whether your holiday budget is a few hundred or a few $100,000, the experts at Beards will help you find the jewelry that reflects your love. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a dandy today.
San Jose Collision is hiring for an automotive detailer and porter. If you're detail-oriented, dependable, and love working with cars, apply in person at San Jose Collision in Mandarin. Valid driver's license required.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
There's no question that Jonathan Taylor is going to see the football on Sunday a lot because the last 2 weeks he hasn't and they haven't done well. You want to go to the Colts final series against Houston. They were down by 4, 5 minutes to go. 4 Taylor runs, gained 25 yards. There was plenty of time left on the clock. They stopped him on a first down run for 1 yard, and then second, third, and fourth down, Shane Steichen threw the ball 3 straight times. That ain't going to happen. They're going to stick with the run because when they run for 100, they win. And that's going to be the key against the number 1 defense in the NFL against the run. And that's your Duval Minute. Brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Always on the look for experienced lift truck and knock door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Benefits from Lift Power, 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Lift Power, rapidly growing. Lift Power is serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years, and Lift Power is family-owned and operated. You know the name by now. Look for opportunities at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
Oh, damn, feeling that Webby.
That happens.
Is this Tuesday?
No, it's Webby. Oh, I do got to play some Tuesday, though.
Webby. Got to know the difference between Webby and Tuesday. Is Webby going to go play at, Pitt?
No.
All right. What do you expect out of the Gator basketball team tonight? Because I'm here to shoot down your expectations. I am super frustrated with what I'm seeing down there, and I'm going to trust Todd Golden. The substitution patterns and the play time dispersal has been odd to me. I guess he's searching for the right combos, but man, somebody better come alive down there. This has the more of a look of like a 20-12, round of 32 type team. That front court, it can only take them so far. I mean, the front court is giving you the statistical production.
How about we slow it down and pound it inside, possession after possession, and see how that works?
Well, we talked about them blowing that game against TCU, and we were talking on the phone over the holiday. It was nice. It was felt good. Here's what I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like having a 7. That is our strength. We out-rebound everyone. We got double-double machines. I don't like, in the last couple minutes of the game, Alex Condon, a big 6'11 bruiser, shooting a 3.
Yeah.
I think that's poor coaching. I think I have no problem over the course of the game.
I think he wants him shooting a 3.
Well, you shouldn't. Not when the game's on the line and you have an overwhelming advantage inside. Let's get up an inside shot and crash the boards. Play a little old school. I'm not saying you have to do it every time. And I like the big men. And Houck is a little different deal. He's kind of growing. He's almost like a guard in a big forward's body. But Chinyelu and Hanlockton and Condon, you need to keep them close to the paint because in there they're dangerous. I would almost go 4 bigs. Play those 3 and Houck, and then one of those 2 guards, whichever is playing at least mid that day, because those 2 guards have been repulsive, especially Lee. Now, he did have a good game the last game. I'm not optimistic at all. I think we get exposed tonight, and Todd Golden's got a lot of work to do with his team. He's got to repair some confidences, I think, after what happens tonight in Cam. So I hope I'm wrong. What's the number in that game?
It's a great question.
Let's do a little dive here. Gator basketball. We are the home of the Gators,
We are.
Yeah. I mean, I kid you not. We bring it.
7.5 to 9.5
is the spread.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Oof.
Where?
It's embarrassing.
Well, yeah. That's that. Again, we are ranked for one reason, because the AP poll is made up of a bunch of people that, in fairness, don't have a whole lot of knowledge right now. They trust that Florida's a good team. They know they got returning talent from a national champion, but at the at the end of the day, Florida doesn't belong in the top 25.
Florida's 1-6 against the spread this season.
Yeah, well, there you go. That shows the kind of the underachieving that's been going on. No matter who they're playing against, they are not playing.
The under is the play. Florida's 5-2, and Duke is 7-1 in the unders.
So Florida,
the under is 156.5 tonight.
Florida is 5-2. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And they've lost to Arizona, they lost to TCU, and then they lost, and then they beaten checks notes. Nobody, right? Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Like they beat FSU's not any good, so we were wrong on them. Texas A&M beat them by 100.
Mm-hmm. They had a bad shooting day, maybe.
All right. It will be Florida could or should be Duke's toughest test. They came off a game on Thanksgiving. I watched a little bit of that. They beat Arkansas by 9. Arkansas led a lot of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Duke beat Kansas earlier this year when Kansas was ranked, but to this point they haven't played UConn or Kentucky or a game like that. Duke's wins have come against Texas, West Carolina, at Army, Indiana State, Kansas.
904.
It's a battle cry.
Shout out.
Niagara, Howard, and Arkansas. So They'll play Florida tonight, and then they'll play Michigan State, and then they've got Texas Tech. It's that time of year, man. These college basketball teams can afford to play each other and know that it won't keep them out at the end.
Well, you got to win a couple of them.
But, yeah, you do.
You got to win one or two.
But Florida doesn't.
Yeah.
They could lose the Arizona, the UConn, and the Duke games and still be a tournament team.
Yeah.
Right? As long as they're not, sub 500 in the league.
I want to talk FSU football for just a second before we go to break here.
Okay.
Catch up.
Catch up break. We're always in catch up mode.
Let's do that. Let's catch up.
Let's catch up and come back. Y'all bear with us. We're trying to, if we could give you an hour and 10 in an hour, we would.
We do it.
This is the drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Family run and operated downtown for over 100 years. You know what that means? They've been doing it better than everybody else, and they'll keep on doing it that way online at WilliamCatlin.com.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
A great drive takes more than a set of wheels.
Fully loaded, I think is the term.
Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville brings you the drive of the game.
Just one thing. Yeah. Don't push any of the buttons on that car.
On 1010XL.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Hey, is your home ready for the holidays? Hickett here for my friends at Zero Res. All the cleaning freaks are ready. It's 'tis the season to be jolly, and nothing will make you smile more than a clean home. It looks better, smells better, feels better when Zero Res comes through. When was the last time you had your hard surfaces deep cleaned? Zero Res removes that built-up dirt, that sticky residue, and that trapped grime from the tile, grout, the hardwood, and the LVP, restoring shine, refreshing the color, and helping your floors look newer, longer, and prevent stains and odors. Call Zero Res right now, 287-5727. Pre-holidays, 287-5727, or post-Thanksgiving. Or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com. Tell them you want the Hicken special. This month, take 20% off all hard surface cleaning. Also, get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139, and take $75 off your air duct cleaning. Man, spots are filling up fast. Don't wait. Lock yours in today. Happy holidays from all of us at Zero Res.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnik. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnikBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On December 2nd, 1975, Ohio State running back Archie Griffin becomes the first and only player to win back-to-back Heisman trophies.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
This holiday season, Universal Roofing Contracting is making it easy to check roof repairs off your list. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through December 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roofing Contracting, protecting your home and building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. The Gators formally announced Jon Sumrall as their new football head coach on Monday.
Winners win. I'm a winner. We're going to win.
It's Florida at number 4 Duke in the ACC-SEC Challenge this evening on the road. Blue Devils perfect at 8-0. Hear play-by-play on 1010XL AM beginning at 7 p.m. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:09, it's 69 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for the 9 o'clock Nasty next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
All right, so we're back. Jon Sumrall introduced yesterday. There's a phrase. It's called winning the press conference. And I guess by just about all accounts, Jon Sumrall was able to do that yesterday. He certainly has an edge to him that is very far away from any sort of personality traits that old Billy Boy showed us. He's said a couple of things, like when it comes to operations, first and foremost, it's retaining the players he has. He knows how good Florida can be. He patterns himself after Urban and Spurrier and winners because he says he's a winner. You got the right guy for the job. I win, baby. And by the way, E.T. cut 15 from Jon Sumrall. When he says he wants to win, he also understands Gator fans don't want 8-year plans. They want results.
We're going to do everything we can to win fast. I have a plan for how we can win long term, but like I want to win tomorrow and today and every day. Like I already referenced my son. He's 12. We play basketball in the backyard. He gets his butt kicked because I want to win. I'm not very patient. I respect the Florida fan base is not patient. They want to win right now too. You got the right coach. I'm wired that way. I'm not comfortable having a plan to win in 8 years. I want to win tomorrow.
Now, can you, again, Operation Retention seemed to be his first focus. The good players that he has already, wants to keep them. So far on the recruiting trail, there hasn't been a mass exodus. That even goes back to Napier's firing. The guys have seemed to be willing to sit and see how it shakes out. I think there's been one decommit out of a class that's ranked in the top 15. So, you know, when it comes to taking over a job, you know, often you take over a job because it's so bad that it's a tough process to get good. You know, I think as brand names go, Dan, what is there? It's better than average. He's not taking over bottom barrel talent at Florida. I think it's talent that has been way undercoached. I think he could very realistically do a good job coaching and immediately be 8-4, and Gator Nation would be happy with that. That would be an arrow pointed up.
I think they had some of the worst coaches there that they've ever had in the last few years. So hopefully, just getting him in and whoever else in will be a positive. Speaking of college football, you know, not to pile on FSU, but I saw that clip on social media from Jeff Cameron, friend of the program, kind of one of the preeminent voices out there in Tallahassee who covers the Seminoles. And
it's a radio show.
When you lose Jeff Cameron and you lose Ira and you lose those guys, it's tough.
Like when Billy lost to us and others too. In fairness, it's that same kind of.
And he made a point, and you remember FSU was 3-1 to start this season. He needed 3 wins with 9 shots to get to a bowl game.
And
he couldn't do it.
Sketchy.
3 wins in 9 games just to get to a bowl game.
And by the way, one of those three was against Alabama.
FSU front office have a little bit more? Wouldn't there be a little bit more respect from the fan base if FSU front office said, "Our hands are tied. We went all in with Coach Norvell, like you wanted us to, when Alabama was chasing them, and so our hands are tied, and we're going to support them any way we can." Wouldn't that be a better, or is that like basically saying, well,
I think
he's a lame duck and we're just waiting for
you say that publicly when I think just about everybody knows that the thought is what you just said.
Yeah.
If they needed to know that, whatever channels gets that message across, I get it. But, man, look, imagine the bottom out that Florida,
Kentucky's got the money to buy out.
And by the way, if
Kentucky's got the money to buy out Stoops, you got to wonder if Florida State has the money.
And by the way, at Florida, it's not just 4-8; it's 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 8-5, 4-8. Okay,
Yeah.
And at the tail end of that, at the bottom of the barrel,
yeah,
Florida beat the crap out of Florida State.
Right.
FSU
needed to beat either NC State or Florida just to get, and they could have got into a bowl, and they couldn't do it.
And neither are great teams. I mean, NC
That's a
State
3-8 Florida team. They were horrible.
I know, and playing bad, coming off a terrible loss the week before
without a coach.
Yeah, I mean, so
it probably was a better thing. Like I said, if Billy Napier was coaching Florida Saturday, Jaden Ball would only got 15 carries.
It's not a flex either, by the way. Florida's 4-8. They're terrible. They got a long way to go.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just gonna have to sit here and take the insults and the pot shots, and that's fair. That's fine. It's great being on top. And if you're just about anybody in the SEC right now who's listened to two Gators sit here and crow for years and years about this, that, and the other, bring it. I mean, you got to own it. What can you do? Hopefully this latest coach is the answer. He's going to have to beat history, Dan. We've detailed the group of five, lack of success from and by the way, some of those success or non-success stories still have to play out. It hadn't been long enough to know for sure. And Willie Fritz, as you said, had a pretty good year at Houston after doing what he did at Tulane. I think the difference is because of where Florida's been placed. You can take over Houston at 2-10, and if you go 4-8 and show progress, that's a good year. And if you turn around the next year and go 7-5, that's even. 4-8, 7-5 in Gainesville ain't gonna cut it.
No,
and there's two things here. He's going to be doing it against the toughest talent week in and week out. Like you said, they beat Duke this year, but they got smoked by Ole Miss. Now you got Ole Miss every week. The other side of that is I read that Jon Sumrall in his career has never had a recruiting class higher than number 64. He'll be playing with a whole different deck of talent as well. It's all relative.
Some fun rumors on that coaching carousel. Todd McShay said basically yesterday that Jimmy Sexton, the agent to the coaching stars, has gone to war with Penn State and Pat Kraft specifically because James Franklin being fired. So Sexton, who is the puppeteer.
Does he have every coach?
He doesn't have Sumrall.
Okay, good.
So Sexton is making it practically impossible for Penn State to hire someone worthwhile. Now, yesterday...
Well, how can he do that? I mean... Just he tells his clients don't go there.
I'll get you somewhere else.
Well,
I'll
then,
get you more money.
Yeah, you know what? If you're a coach and you don't take Penn State, I question your competitive zeal.
Yesterday,
right? Shouldn't you line up? Shouldn't just about every coach want to go coach Penn State?
More fun. Yesterday, the BYU coach. What's his name?
Yeah,
Sataki. Is that his last name?
Yeah, Kanele Sataki, something like that.
Okay. Anyway, he became the leading candidate.
Yeah.
And then the CEO of Crumble Cookies, who is a BYU booster. So I just may have to take care of that.
Okay. Kalani. I was close. Kalani Sataki. Well, that's what it takes nowadays.
But I don't know.
I would say
UCLA hired the Chesney guy. A lot of people thought he was going to Penn State. Unless they're waiting on Kalen DeBoer or unless they're waiting on Lincoln Riley. I don't know what Penn State...
Lincoln Riley, the wait would be over. They're done.
Well, I know, but...
I mean, they're not a playoff team.
Kalen DeBoer goes to USC. Lincoln Riley goes to Penn State. I've seen that floated.
I do know this.
I don't think there's any truth to this. But I wonder if there's truth to the Penn State What is going on at Penn State?
Lane's going to be the latest in this. I just, these guys keep leaving for greener grass, and they're finding a field that's not as fertile. Brian Kelly was doing better at Notre Dame than he did at LSU.
Yeah.
Kalen DeBoer was doing better at Washington than he did than he's doing at Alabama. I mean, it might be time to and again, Ole Miss will be a good case study here. If Lane Kiffin goes to LSU and in 6 years he has the same record that he just had at Ole Miss,
right?
I think we'll have a sample size that'll tell you that those in today's new college football, those jobs aren't as different.
Well, Kalen DeBoer went 9-4 in his first year. He's gone 10-2 in his second year.
Yeah.
So he's improved.
Yeah.
He's got him in the SEC championship game. He's got him playing for an SEC championship.
Yeah.
He didn't have him there.
I love him. I think he's a great coach. But he's also faced, and now he's bounced back, but this is not what it felt like to be Kalen DeBoer after the FSU game, when he had more.
Oh God,
he had more losses to unranked teams than Nick Saban had his entire career.
Right.
So those that. But I'll give him credit for responding through all that pressure. There's pressure at every job. There'll be pressure on Sumrall. There'll be pressure on Lane Kiffin. There's pressure on Mark Richt, Kirby Smart, and there's no pressure like Alabama pressure in college football. To me,
I don't know. I think the big LSU, Florida. I think there's. I mean, listen, it's a rabid fan. Those are rabid fan bases, man.
If Florida got a coach that beat Georgia in year one and went 9-3, I don't think they would think they had the wrong coach if he lost the season opener.
Yeah.
Now Florida's not in
Alabama's been winning.
They're not in Alabama's position now. Florida, Zook had to deal with it, but he turned around and went like 7-5 off of Spurrier. You can't do that. And to DeBoer's credit, he didn't do that. He didn't come in and go 7-5 last year.
No.
And he did have some wins.
Yeah.
But
well, Alabama had time in the abyss too now.
There's more and more parity in college football. That part is real. I'm fascinated by the Indiana-Ohio State game. I really am. And we'll be rooting hard for Indiana. How about that, Mr. Eden Kendall? Huh? Did you ever think you'd hear that said here?
Boomer Hoosier. Indiana. There's no place like Indiana.
Is that for real?
Wave the wheat strong.
He
feel
loves
the
the fight
Hoosier.
songs.
I made it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was real, but I do know at one time you were very good with the fight songs.
I still am.
The musical part. And I believe you. We don't have to do that.
But I made that up.
Okay.
You don't want to do that bit? How about we take a break?
That's never a bad idea.
And we'll come back and we'll keep it rolling right here on the drill.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Postgame Monday is like digesting a huge day of football.
Let's do this.
Expert analysis of Sunday's game all day.
It's not great. It's fantastic.
Sink your teeth into Dandy Foods Postgame Monday.
So delicious.
On 1010XL.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
Want a fresh and flavorful tailgate this season? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad perfect for lunch, parties, and your tailgate. Order 3 ways at one of 4 area locations. Call 1-833-MY-CHICK or online at chickcatering.com.
For your chance to win 4-day weekend VIP passes to the Welcome to Rockville Festival in Daytona Beach, May 15th to the 18th, text the word ROCK to the 1010XL text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Brian Wall here with Window World. You know that awesome feeling when you finally find that one place to go to that will give you a top quality product at a great price and then stand behind what they sell you? That's exactly what Window World does. Top quality, energy efficient windows at a great price that keeps more of your money in your bank account, with the absolute best guarantee in the window replacement business. That's why Window World has been the #1 window replacement company in the USA for years. selling more than 1 million windows each year for the past 8 years. That's a lot of satisfied customers, and you can be one too. Save money on installing new energy-efficient windows and save on your energy bills too. You can't lose. And if anything goes wrong with your new Window World windows ever, Window World and I will be there to make it right. Call Window World today or see them online and have them come and give you a free estimate and see why we are so proud of our products and the work we do for our customers. Call Window World or go online at windowworldneflorida.com. And thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Hey, Googles, I have a great idea for you. Right now, join the Fuel Rewards program at Shell. It's free to become a member. Just download the Fuel Rewards app and start saving. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Become a new member of the Fuel Rewards program there at Shell and save 10 cents a gallon on your first fill-up, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and then 30 on your third. There you go. 1, 2, 3. You get everyday savings every day. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. So sign up for your Fuel Rewards on the app today.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast orthopedic specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast orthopedic specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast orthopedic specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast orthopedic specialists.
Time's running out. The $2,000 federal tax credits on HVAC replacement will expire December 31st. So call Bold City AC now. They'll help you upgrade to a qualifying energy-efficient AC system and give you $1,000 cash buyback for your old unit. So if your AC is old, loud, barely hanging on, replace it this month to lock in $2,000 tax credits and get $1,000 buyback from Bold City Heating and Air. Free estimates, next day install. But don't wait until it's too late. Visit boldcityac.com before the credits are gone.
Hi, folks. It's Frank Frangie. Did you know that individuals over age 60 have great results on Awaken 180? See how you could drop weight and get off your medications in just 3 months with Awaken 180's Golden Program. Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
I haven't looked. I'm kind of flying blind here. But I feel good about today's show. So I was kind of thinking out loud here. Maybe throwing a curveball into the program. Just wondering if anybody's in the mood for some New York City headlines.
Oh, always.
Before we get started.
They're so just, I mean, the state of New York right now is it's desperate, and they're just so, they can't be made up. You can't just on the cuff make these things up. I worry for our country and the idiocracy every day with New York City headlines, but why not? Let's do it again.
Brought to you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners, the very best in the business. They dominate the industry. Free pickup and delivery. Just give them a call. 2 locations off Southside or in Ponte Vedra. Man, they save time. They have 24-hour kiosks, service kiosks you can use 7 days a week in Ponte Vedra and on Southside. It's Michael P. Harris and family. They've been doing it for 35 years. And that means stability and success. And they have a saying, if it's got fabric, they can clean it. They recently cleaned my cushions outdoor. I thought I had to get new cushions. No, and they look brand new. It's awesome. It was great for Thanksgiving. BWR truly appreciated them. By the way, if you're one of those work at like Mayo and you have those medical coats, man, they'll clean those. They're terrific. So
scrubs,
Oceanside Cleaners.
Scrubs.
Nobody
We don't
does
want
it
no
better.
scrubs.
Different
Bang
scrubs.
it.
Different scrubs.
Right to it. New Jersey cop forfeits job for attacking ex-boyfriend, his new girlfriend in home invasion.
Ex-boyfriend.
New Jersey cop.
That's too much.
Forfeits job.
Too much he, she, they, them there.
For
I can't
attacking
figure that one out.
ex-boyfriend and new girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't.
You can't do that.
I
New
don't
Jersey
know.
cop.
They did that. I don't. I don't know. Am I the only one? I couldn't follow
them did that.
I couldn't follow the chain of gender. There.
I was with you.
Okay.
Well, that's fair. Full House star Dave Collier diagnosed with tongue cancer after beating lymphoma.
Well, that's just terrible.
Yeah,
Coulier.
that sucks. Sorry, Judy.
Sorry, Judy.
Mystery swirls. Mom of dead Texas cheerleader noticed weird detail before daughter's death as she insists she was killed. Yeah.
What's going on here?
Man, the devil's
just
in the
read 'em.
details. Yeah.
Grow up. Abdul Carter takes blame as benching doesn't sit well with Giants teammates.
Well,
Why did he get benched again?
In the vein of the
Did you
9
look it
o'clock
up?
nasty.
Yeah, he was watching porn. And
Oh no! He just said the quiet part out loud.
That's what they say.
By the way, he was allegedly watching Prawn in like a team meeting.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like how is that even interesting? How is that funny? Like go right out here in the middle of the newsroom and crack open the laptop and start. What are we doing?
Sound on too, by the way.
Debbie does.
The idiocracy.
Bells of the Ball inside Le Ball. A-list Nepo babies hold court at the world's most luxe debutante ball.
Man, of all of the places of scorched hell on earth I would not want to be, that might be number one. Oh.
Olivia tells all inside RFK Jr.'s needy love, drug use, and cringe poetry as Olivia Newsy book reveals how he hid bad behavior.
You know what's so awesome about that incredible headline? Nobody knows who Olivia is. Who are you, Olivia?
Making waves. I swam 29 miles around Manhattan in handcuffs. I had no idea the danger I was in until I finished.
You are a liar.
That's a strong swimmer.
You're a liar. You didn't swim 29 miles in handcuffs, you liar.
Matt Lauer eyeing media return 8 years after today firing.
Has it been long enough? Too soon? Wait for that pendulum to swing. Prediction. In 1 year, will Matt Lauer be on television?
Yes.
Yes.
Paralympic gold medalist, 39, caught by predator hunters after asking 14-year-old girl to strip for him.
Yeah, too much going on there.
Gone too soon. Scantily clad biker influencer, known for hands-free stunts, killed in horrific crash.
Imagine that. The message there, here's a heavy influence. Do hand-free stunts and die.
Chinese scientist who smuggled dangerous vomit toxin fungus into U.S. deported.
I wonder what that smelled like.
I mean, who's like on their resume has vomit smuggler?
Oh, I know that's
seriously.
bad.
How does that even? Where do you get that on this?
Inmate attempts suicide, then escapes hospital. Steals SUV and gun.
Make your mind up. It sounds to me like he pretended to attempt suicide and then. You gotta have respect for a dude that busts out of the Hooskow.
Yeah.
I mean, go get him. He's dangerous, but yeah, that's second level.
Yeah.
Some of these dudes, I saw a story the other day. They escape like they're usually in the little, county lockups or like 6-7 times. Some of these jokers.
Oh, they're trying to get out of there.
They're trying to get out, man.
This is the drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Catlin Drug Accessories Tuesday, proudly.
The drill
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He was the best back in Jacksonville.
It has to be Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on The Drill Monday mornings at 8:30.
A tough guy.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here. You've heard me talking about Pella Windows and Doors with great ratings and expert reviews. You know they're high quality and energy efficient products. So what's your next step? Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or just stop by the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. Their professional design consultants will guide you through your entire project from start to finish. And that's the quality and service you can expect from Pella Windows and Doors.
Hosting the family holiday dinner can be a beautiful experience until your kitchen sink backs up before you've even served dinner.
Who tried to wash cookie dough down the drain?
We were making cookies for Santa and the reindeer. The reindeer like chocolate chip, too.
Great. Now we need a plumber and a new garbage disposal.
Superior Plumbing and Pipelining is no stranger to holiday plumbing problems. Don't let plumbing problems disrupt your holiday dinner. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining has you covered this holiday season. Learn more at SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Okay, Jacksonville, it's Hicken here with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings, man. I'm talking garage. Oh, start there. Patio, pool deck, driveways. They can do it all. Talk to Brendan. He's the owner of Checkmate Coatings, man. He's been in it. He knows what he's doing. He loves it. And he's got true Jacksonville folks keeping prices low with no massive overhead. So slam dunk those floors. CheckmateCoatings.com. That's CheckmateCoatings.com. It's Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece. Da-da-da-da.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right. Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsiers experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, time to cool down from a busy, busy Tuesday. Lots of things going on as we rock and roll through. Jeez. Just chock full of Lane Kiffinisms here.
Yeah, the AI is having a blast with Lane. I can't. I don't know what's photoshopped and what's real, but they are going scorched earth on your boy out there in Oxford.
Oh,
well played, Hottie Toddy. Let him have it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let him have. Good to get that that sorority predator out of your town, right? Yeah. Just get him on to LSU. Look out.
80 pie. Be careful.
Look out the 80 pies. So, radar up. ET, I'm just, amorous for the playoff projections and the schedule.
That's your thing.
I got somebody has texted in on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures this morning, what every team has, where they're slotted, the division leaders, the wild cards, the still alive group. There is so much. The team that looks the best and most secure are the Patriots, who won again last night. They're 11-2 already. They've got what I would say losable games against the Bills and at the Ravens, but then they finished with the Jets and Dolphins. So you're looking at worst 13-4. Are the Broncos going to get to 13-4? They got the Packers, they got the Jags, they at the Chiefs, and they got the Chargers. So if they go 3-2, they could get to 13-4 as well. I don't know. We'll see. The Jags, of course, would have to win out to get 13-4 and get into that conversation for the top overall seed. I don't think any of us are thinking in those terms, but with back-to-back home games, and we'll remind you, your chance to win the Ultimate Fan giveaway. The box is open right now over there on San Jose, just north of Marbonne. Make sure you swing in there between now and Thursday morning, because I have a feeling we're going to be elbow deep into that giveaway box this week.
Oh, 10 tickets?
Yeah, two chances, because we are 10-10. 2 10-packs, $200 from dailies inside the dash in the store as well.
I'm in. Big-time flip for FSU baseball. Former Tennessee commit Landon Tomei has announced his commitment to Florida State. Yes, the number 82 player in the 2026 class, number 2 player from Illinois, left-handed hitting shortstop, is the son of Hall of Famer
Jim Tomei.
Very nice.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, was Jim Tomei either he was a switch hitter or he was lefty?
He's lefty.
Yeah, stop playing with your boy. Yeah, I love making him smile like that.
He has
good.
500 home run club, Jim Tomei.
Yeah, he can hit.
600.
Maybe 6.
I think 6.
Is he in the hall already?
Yes.
Yes. Wow, just like that, Jim Tomei. He is just an old school sawdust kind of guy too.
He's put that thing in.
No, he looks like you could put
6'12", bro.
You could put him in like a black and white, film back in the 40s. He'd fit right in. He has that look, right? That's just what he.
I always thought he looked a lot like Rick Wilkins.
Yeah, I did too.
Look alike.
Yeah.
But he had a heck of a career, and he was on that World Series White Sox team that everybody forgets about, right?
Yeah, they are a forgettable champion. They beat the Astros in mid-2000s, 05 maybe?
I see that you're buzzing about the Mets signing last night.
I was going to ask you how you feel about Devin Williams. He's kind of had a rocky year in New York, but he got better at the end of the year.
Well, his metrics were
good, better.
I
don't like you getting him. I don't like you getting him.
I feel the exact same way as I felt about Brandon Nimmo. If Devin Williams is our closer, I'm not happy because that tells me Sugar's gone.
Yeah.
That means Sugar didn't like his offer. Now, if they're bringing in Devin Williams to go 8-9 with Sugar, I'm great.
I don't.
I have a feeling that Sugar gone.
And by the way, if you're a closer and you go through a spell, that spell's got to last 2 or 3 years for me to think you're done. These guys bounce up and down before they refine themselves awfully quick. So I thought what was it, 342 maybe? You paid him, didn't you?
50 for 3 years, 51.
Yeah, was just I don't know what the going rate is.
$17 million.
Is that closer money or is that bullpen money?
That's I'm sure there's Helsley signed with the Orioles, right?
The Braves are doing their typical lot of talk in the offseason, and then when it comes time, nobody's actually they're not actually doing anything. And so far it's a utility infielder from
Helsley got $14 million, so
yeah, that's closer money.
That's closer money.
Yeah, which would, to your point, might indicate that Diaz could be headed somewhere else. And Diaz also fits that same bill. He went through his struggle and bounced back to an elite level. At one point, Devin Williams was about as hard to hit as anyone in the league.
The airbender. Pete Alonso hit him, though, when he had to.
I saw I was watching my Atlanta Hawks last night. Tough loss on the road at Detroit. They lost by a point, but this was an interesting little sidebar. And you tell me, maybe I'm overstating this. When's the last time you watched an NBA game where no team led by more than 5?
Oh, gosh.
Right? Every NBA game's, it'll start 8-2, or it'll be 16-10, or it's very rare for a game to stay within 5 points either way the whole game. And Atlanta and Detroit last night played an NBA game for 48 minutes. It was never more than a 5-point lead.
Was it that game they recreated the iconic D Wade and LeBron, the photo where D Wade he kind of bounced the ball to LeBron and he dunked it, but they recreated that, the Atlanta Hawks players.
Wow! Oh, they did.
You know what I liked last night?
What was that?
I liked your boy getting punked by the guy you all hate, who had a hell of a game.
Oh,
for Phoenix.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah,
buddy got busy.
Yeah,
he's not a bad player.
Dylan Brooks went for like
35 or something.
The Suns got rid of all those high-priced dudes, and they're like 13-9.
And they didn't have a Booker last night.
And they went They went into LA and they beat the Lakers, and he punked LeBron all night long.
I will say this about Brooks: he's done it. Whether or not the media made him more invisible, but he didn't. He had that moment where he ran it too strong. He kind of backed off a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was smart. I think he read the room there and said, I'm not Draymond. I'm not, but he's definitely not a bad player. I tell you, another guy that was on that Grizzlies team and a big part of their success that the Magic were excited about, and he got off to a really slow start, but Desmond Bane now is really picking. This shocked me. The first Magic player with 35 or more in back-to-back games since like 2014. I mean, Banchero ain't done that? And had back-to-back 35-pointers?
You'd think he would.
You'd think somebody in the last 10 years. Right. T-Mac was before that. 2014, since 2014.
Do our fans get upset about Pro Bowl voting? Like, does anybody, it's not like All-Star voting in baseball. Pro Bowl voting does anybody vote Like, do fans vote?
Yeah, they vote.
I look at it.
Yeah,
I pay attention.
I don't know it.
Like, the numbers are small. Like, Drake May's leading 31,000
Do
votes.
they give the update like MLB does? Because one thing MLB does is they constantly,
updated.
like every 3 days, they show you the leaders, encourage you to vote.
As
send
of
you
December
emails.
1st at 11 a.m., the only guys we had cooking were Armstead and like the 5-hole and Cam Little.
See, that's a big overlooking of Devin Lloyd, I would think.
Yeah.
Who, although it's not how you start, it's how you finish. If he would be doing right now what he was doing at the beginning, he might. I'd say that. Who on this team is playing at a Pro Bowl level? We've got guys that are playing good, but like ETN has fallen to 10th or 11th in the league. At one point, he was there. Jordan Lewis, because he got injured, kind of fell out of that. He still remains one of the highest graded corners.
41 started. He's starting to play at a Pro Bowl level, but he got to be consistent with it.
Well, and that's going to be an interesting dynamic on how the players view Josh Allen, because they keep telling you the pressures are such an important. I saw Matt Ryan go into a long discussion on NFL Today how important those pressures are, and so if Josh Allen continues on this pressure pace, which would be top 3 in the league, and can get double-digit sacks now in combo, it looks like a much better year.
Mm-hmm.
You lead the league in pressure. If you get 3 sacks, no one's going to remember you, right? Fair?
Yeah.
That's what we'll be looking at 3 years from now when you go down the football card. But to add the sacks, which hopefully he can keep that up. He's been a menace the last 3 games.
Yep.
All right, give me the top 5 running backs before we break.
Okay, I think I can do this.
Voting-wise, top 5 running backs.
Oh, voting-wise?
Let me just pull up some just a list here to get something to go by. This is interesting. I wonder if you do have the baseball effect, where superstars get, what I mean? Like,
so Christian McCaffrey's probably up there.
He's number 3.
Okay. Jonathan Taylor.
He's number 1.
James Cook.
He's number 5.
See, that's you know what? Right now, do you guys know this? But Jonathan Taylor, this whirlwind MVP candidate, he has 1,282 yards. You know what James Cook has? 1,228.
Hey, that boy balling.
9 touchdowns for Jonathan Taylor, 8 for James Cook. I mean, James Cook is having almost an identical year to Taylor. We've kind of placed Taylor much higher. All right, so we got 3 without a miss. I'm going to say Jameer Gibbs.
I like that one.
Is number 2.
Okay, what number are we missing? We've got 4. We're missing number 4. All right, here's where it comes down to. Here's what we've got the still relevant Derrick Henry.
Okay.
We have that Dallas Cowboy impact because Javonte Williams has got more.
Cowboys,
but then you got Bijan, buddy.
Well,
and I feel like it's Bijan. So let's go Bijan Robinson.
It is Bijan.
Yeah.
Good. I think that's almost right, although Derrick Henry and well on his way to another 1,300-yard season perhaps should be in there too.
Make the turn for home next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ready for huge holiday savings? It's the Expert Automotive Giving Garage. This Christmas, they're driven to give back. Bring in any new wrap toy donation and get $50 off any service. That's $50 off repairs, diagnostics, or maintenance just for helping a child. Plus, they're giving you 50% off your oil change, $50 off any service with a toy, and 50% off oil changes. The Giving Garage at Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
'Tis the season for savings at Green Acres Sporting Goods. Take advantage of the Second Amendment sales tax holiday now through December 31st. Firearms, ammo, and accessories, all tax-free. Secure your holiday gifts with a Browning gun safe, and they'll deliver it right to your door. Come test shoot the newest bows by Hoyt and Matthews at Green Acres Sporting Goods at the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 48th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off on GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget. And with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Lake Beach opens 7 days a week in December.
In Northeast Florida, power outages are unavoidable, but losing comfort, security, and peace of mind doesn't have to be. With a Generac home standby generator from American Electrical Contractors, your power comes back on automatically the moment an outage begins. As Jacksonville's leading and one of the longest-running Generac dealers, American Electrical Contracting has the experience you deserve. Be prepared. Protect your home and family. Protect your business. Generac standby generators from American Electrical Contractors. Call 737-7770 or online at american-electrical.com.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, I'm worried.
You? Really? About what?
Well, I like to have a little seasonal potluck. You know, invite some friends and neighbors and guys from the office. But if the food gets spicy and the party gets rocking and that old toilet in the two-piece can't handle the traffic, well, what if my drain backs up right in the middle of everything?
Dude, imagine you're wearing my sunglasses.
Okay. Shoomp. Whoa.
If you're planning to host a holiday party and a blocked household drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, call us and tell us. The drain clearing experts at Bueller Air & Plumbing will unclog your drain for free.
You do that for free?
It's Christmas.
Yeah, but for free?
The holidays can get pretty hectic. If a clogged drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
I'm Elizabeth Graham, Army veteran and owner of Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra, West Jacksonville. Veterans caring for veterans, that's where the true understanding begins. Our nurse-led team brings skilled nursing, personal care, and companionship to veterans, seniors, adults, and children right in your home. From daily tasks to advanced care, we help your loved ones stay independent and comfortable at home. Call us anytime at 904-709-4446. Bright Star Care, a higher standard.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Oh, yeah.
Must be the money.
Hey.
What about Wayne?
Okay, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of, solid effort by Odell on the Pivot podcast recently.
What'd he do?
Trying to tell folks how tough it is to live off of $12 million a year for 5 years.
I get it. That's hard.
Man, you can't be that tone deaf, Odell.
I want to try it.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll give it a
try.
whirl. Something tells me in 5 years we'll have a little bit more net worth than how Odell is.
And then he starts saying, well, you got to spend on this and this. And Ryan Clark goes, okay. And of course, save and invest.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Give credit.
No, you don't.
Give him credit for at least that. Must be the money.
Jeez.
I tell you this, the most disingenuous lie told through the entire carousel was when my boy Lane Kiffin stood there, purple tie, with a straight face telling me, I don't even know how much my contract is.
I just want to know how much we were paying the players.
I'm all about the players. I don't need any. I don't even know how much anyone. I've never known what anyone was offering.
I told you it wasn't about the money.
Come
I
on,
just took the one that offered the most.
Come on. I mean, can we just keep it somewhat relevant?
You know LSU is paying for Lane's bonuses at Ole Miss if they win in the playoffs where he's not even there?
Yeah, but he doesn't care about the money.
But he doesn't care about the money.
What about Kevin?
Jimmy got that in there.
Listen,
I didn't know.
Here's another thing, too. It's one thing to lose your head coach, but, man, I just question the character of the entire staff. Like, a lot of offensive staff, including the coordinator, are going now with him.
Oh, yeah.
You're sitting your it's one thing to say, I wish I could go with you. Hey, how about you let the staff stick around?
Yeah.
They know him. They know the ins and outs and works, and shame on that staff. And I think maybe he did give him an ultimatum now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're
100%.
telling me across the board, you 6 guys want to bail on your team in the playoffs?
I can promise you. I can tell you for a fact, Lane Kiffin is a liar. I mean, that we all know. Look, sometimes everybody is in that.
But to the things
of course,
that were said to Florida.
Yeah. Of course, yesterday he blamed the calendar, whatever I can blame. He blamed, Pete Carroll told me to take. I mean, just stop.
No, he knows exactly what he's doing. There are some perks to Baton Rouge that are going to be personal perks. Maybe the sorority scene's better.
It might be. I don't know. The Grove is strong.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
So I don't know. I can't answer that.
It'll be real. Like I said, it's going to be a real interesting apples to apples comparison when in 6 years we look at LSU's record and compare it to the 6 that he had at Ole Miss. He had a much bigger job at Ole Miss to get them up and running. Matt Luke was terrible.
Yeah.
At LSU, it's there. It's kind of like taking over Florida. There's There's talent there, and they've got more. They're going to a bowl.
E.
Here.
Play us out here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hey, Mike.
Hello.
Getting ready for Jaguars today with Jeff Lageman, I see.
That is correct. Checking the victorious tape.
Oh.
3 in a row. Can't be beat.
It's good stuff.
Well, for now it is, yeah.
Complimentary.
I don't like...
Who are you most scared of, Houston or Indy?
I would not want to play Houston right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, don't have to be worried.
Who do you think finishes ahead of whom, discounting the Jags, Houston or Indy?
I heard you guys talking about I'd have to go through game by game and look at the schedule. I think
Indy has a tougher schedule.
Well, Indy, they play each other head to head, so
they end with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean that
could be for a playoff.
Of the Jags. The Jags get Tennessee again. Indy has to play Houston again.
Right.
Other than so if you split with Indy, you've got the advantage
For sure.
on them in the division.
Well, Indy still has to play San Francisco, Seattle.
Jacksonville
the Jags twice
Houston.
and Houston. That's
I
a
don't
tough
know.
five.
Denmark told me 90% chance of rain on Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't like that.
When did he get his meteorology degree?
This morning. It's just confirmed.
It was?
Nice.
Damn it.
School of ET.
That's
By
not
the way,
good.
ET. I caught this one.
Shout out Full Sail.
You guys were talking Jim Tomei.
Yeah.
He goes, what was he, a switch hitter or a left-hander? Well, you got 2 of the 3 possibilities covered, right?
But I knew he wasn't a righty, and righty is the most common.
I had it.
I think the most impressive part was that he knew who Jim Tomei was.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I got to that's out of his.
I don't know.
Way out of my
Jim
boat.
Tomei?
No.
I'm not a baseball guy.
All right, listen. I'm officially right now on weather.com, and I just want to say that I've got they're giving me some hope at 48%.
All right, whatever. I don't want it to be a mud fest.
Well, let me ask.
Chance of rain 50. And I just want the fans to not get,
The chief that told me last night, and things change, that he thought most of it would be gone by kick.
Okay, good.
But I'll see what he says today.
Fans are a hardy lot.
By the way, we focus in every week with the ESPN's Power Poll. That's where we get hectic. But on the Texan Design My Lifetime Enclosure, somebody has done the average ranking if you put like the 3 or 4 of them together.
Did some work on that.
Right?
Okay.
And so while we ranked 14th at ESPN, New York Times, the same thing. They are number 8 in CBS and number 8 in USA Today. So they check out number 10 overall.
Yeah.
So if those things are important to you.
A lot of credit most of the time. I haven't seen this
week.
They
kind of it's like they're unaware that we beat 8-4, Chargers, 8-4 Niners, and
it's that jackass D-Rock.
Well, it very well could be. He's the one who's voting against it. Clearly hates the Jaguars.
He clearly hates the Jags.
Clearly hates
Thursdays on Jaguars. Have a great show.
All right, thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready to rock with Jeff Lageman.
Yeah, big day tomorrow. We're gonna have the Tom Coughlin J Fun Radiothon, and boy, it just ends up such a touching, heart-filled day. So y'all be ready for that when we get going tomorrow morning. And I think the minimum donation they're asking for is
110.
Yeah, way low, 119 maybe, but very, very comfortable for just about anybody who our lips or voices are hitting their ears. So, all right, it's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. For the Hickinator, I'm Jeff Prosser.
Time to swerve.
Swerve, 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 swerve.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Catch Gators basketball on 1010XL.
It's a top 10 matchup as the Gators crash Cameron and try to take down the undefeated Blue Devils. Florida Duke, tonight at 7:30 on 1010 AM.
Pizza to Tea here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch? From lunch to late night, only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sunset, and Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites. Come on, somebody.
Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi are on a mission to sell 2,000 vehicles this December. I've instructed my team to take every reasonable offer. We won't lose your business over price. Thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs priced to move. Get year-end savings, top dollar for your trade, and the easiest car buying experience ever. But hurry, these deals end when we hit 2,000, and we ain't leaving nothing on the table. Make it a December to remember, only at Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi.
Fish know where to hide. Captain Kevin knows how to find them.
That's a big one.
Listen for the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.